listen, we're gonna get right into this. We have no time to dilly dally. Okay. I want to see what Ethan has to say. I heard that he's finally going to be a little bit more assertive against, his self-proclaimed friend Hasan, despite the fact that Hasan constantly pushes disinformation. So I'm excited about it. I would say you might want to catch up by watching the last video I posted about this. But yeah, man, things are coming to a boil, and I'm kind of excited. Let's see what we got here. This is Ethan's stream. He changed the thumbnail already. It was that guy Dan with some World War II memorabilia attached to him. So that was interesting. But yeah, let's get going, man. I heard a bunch of people got banned yesterday, right? Didn't that happen? Did Frogan get Twitch banned? You guys will tell me in the chat, but let's get this going.
Hello, everybody. This is your host, Ethan Klein of the H3 Show. It is Monday, October 21st. The time, 1:14 p.m. A little late.
Tiny bit.
We got lots of T's to cross and I's to dot today. Also, the weather, 75 degrees.
Nice.
The humidity, 69.3. The latitude, the host of the H3 Show.
She did get banned for 30 days. Good.
We're listening to KE10.
Nice. Good. She'll never recover. And the reason is because she has no career in the first place. She's just kind of a Hasan mod that subsidizes that. It uses that as like a subsidization to be able to stream.
All right, so here's
all the people on the panel got banned. Good.
What's gonna happen?
Good.
Wednesday we had a pretty heavy show there where I talked about how I thought Hasan, while not being an anti-Semitic person himself, was proliferating.
I think that Hasan is smart enough to know the boundaries, the lines of what he can and can't say, in order to avoid getting into too much trouble. I think that's the reality of what it is, right? I mean, like we say the same things about conservatives, where they know what they can and can't say in order to, tally the line. We'll say toe the line, I suppose, is a better way to say that. But they know how to toe the line, so.
And aiding anti-Semitism to spread on the platform. And Friday we had a really fun...
I'm just tired of being like, oh yeah, Hasan is kind of stupid. Like he probably did this on accident. Like enough is enough. I mean, at what point are we going to be like, yeah, you know what, Hasan is saying incorrect things. Like when are we going to stop treating him like a baby? That's the question.
Really fun episode about Twilight. And, I wanted to do a really fun episode about Twilight today, but blame it on the anti-Semites. Blame it on Dan Clancy. It's Dan Clancy's fault that we are not talking about Twilight New Moon right now.
Thanks, Dan.
Hello. It's no longer... Dan, you're free. You're free of the curse. He's talking about Dan Clancy. And this whole situation got, if you can believe it, way worse. Literally mind-blowing levels of depravity.
I mean, you have Hasan like with literal terrorists on his platform putting up terrorist propaganda. I mean, it's kind of hard. I mean, at what point do we realize that he's not exactly... He's doing it on purpose? Like, at what point do we realize, yeah, he's probably doing this on purpose?
Friday night, a clip came out. Oh, thank you to Mood, by the way. We love Mood. And trust me, after today, you're going to need it. My straw is too short. My straw is... He's a fallen...
Whose fault is that?
You got
the worst Twilight movie was the newest one that had that big, epic, awesome battle, and then at the end of it, it's like, oh, just kidding. That's just kidding.
fucking little
Whose
straw,
fault is
dude.
that?
Yeah, whose fault is it?
Whoever's fault it is not.
Probably Dan's fault.
Dan, all the way, dude.
This is sad. Look at you. Look how his little tip is poking out.
That's Dan's fault too.
Fucking loser.
This cannot happen again.
Oh, is that a thermos?
This is, yeah.
Oh my god.
Keep for the cold.
Oh, for the cold. You should do the same for the hot.
I'll be honest. When I use a thermos to do hot, it's too fucking hot.
I know, yeah.
It never cools off.
The amount of times I've burned my lips
particular,
on like school trips with hot chocolate.
I'm literally the executive that throws hot coffee in his assistant's face when it's off by the wrong temperature.
You're literally...
All right, when are we getting to the thing? Let's get there.
Throw something for duck. That's
All right.
It keeps out a little bit. But
There we go.
A lot.
Finally.
hold on. Can you hit me with that blue filter, maybe?
Wow, incredible.
Just fuck the colors up so it doesn't key. Make me look like a Smurf. God dang it. Should I change? Is it that distracting? Yeah, it didn't.
A little bit.
God dang it. Is there another shirt I should... Jeez, gee whiz.
What a buzzkill.
Let's just say it since I'm here.
All right, here we go. Hopefully.
I want to thank everybody who's been supportive in the subreddit and who's been backing me up and expressing that this
I stand with Ethan Klein, okay? I stand with Ethan Klein, guys.
is an important issue to them. Okay, and I'm grateful for that because it's not obvious today. It's really not. And you can tell by the amount of people who, instead of reflecting and wondering if they were doing the wrong or right thing, resorted to
What is happening right now?
attacking me. calling me that I'm playing victim, that I'm making shit up. I've been accused of hallucinating. And this is just gaslighting. I care about racism. I've stood for that
I stand for it all the time,
for the past,
baby.
like, whatever years. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, I haven't been perfect, but I'm sure trying. Oh, this is nice.
Clean.
And so, if you're against racism, you're against all racism, or you're not. It's not like a pick and choose adventure. Now, I felt I did a pretty good job of highlighting how Hasan and other members of his community, streamers.
I mean, he did. It's just the reality is that people. This is the problem, right? Is that there are an entire group of people online who have completely centralized their identity out of Hasan, and it's young kids. That's what it comes down to. And so you have a lot of young people whose entire personality is basically just hating America, hating Western culture, thinking it's like the worst thing in the world, even though they have freedoms here. And I'm not saying don't criticize them. I'm just saying that's their whole identity. And then like when you criticize that, they get like butthurt because like you're criticizing a core, essential part of their identity. So that's what it comes down to. So you have like a lot of people that are even crying. They're like, "There's no way Hasan's anti-Semitic," in like a 2-hour-long video where it's shown pretty clearly that he is. You know, and they're entitled. They feel entitled to like, you know, an explicit conversation rehashed again instead of just watching the video or just go and fucking off. Like I don't care. That's what it comes down to. It's a bunch of entitled little kids that are going to get older, and they're going to realize, I was being stupid for not paying attention. Like that's literally what it comes down to.
Have enabled anti-Semitism to be commonplace on Twitch, and essentially they're obviously not very receptive on them. In fact, Hasan, I'm sad to say, did not watch he didn't watch a single point I made.
Well, of course
he took to saying that I'm crazy, accusing me of hallucinating, saying I made a whole episode calling him anti-Semitic, which I never even called him anti-Semitic, if I'm being honest.
I mean, he is anti-Semitic. At what point do we like stop it with that?
I said I don't think he is.
He's just smart about it, so it doesn't seem like he's being explicitly anti-Semitic. That's literally all it boils down to.
And honestly, gaslighting me and anyone else who cares about this.
I mean, we watched the part where he said it wouldn't be an optically positive play to rape a bunch of Jewish people. It's like, okay, well, maybe that's just an abhorrent act, and you know, he's like, oh well. Like I remember watching that clip yesterday where he's sitting here trying to like justify, like he's trying to like sound intelligent about it, but he's sitting here and talking about how there was like, you know, like a rape and murder of Jewish people from Hamas isn't really going to help from an optics perspective. It's like, okay, well, that's just a morally abhorrent perspective. So like, are you saying that if it was something that would get you a path to victory doing that? Like, it doesn't make any sense. I don't think that this guy cares. I mean, he's sitting there instantaneously dismissing every bit of criticism. He's not even like listening, going like, interesting. I mean, I said it yesterday with that whole thing where they did like the Arab to Jew tier list, which is what it was. If he had just said like, oh, you know what, I don't think that that's anti-Semitic, but maybe, you know what, I think we're in such a sensitive time that we should just stay away from this kind of stuff. There's zero charitability when it comes to any Jewish perspective in general. Literally is all it is. Like he doesn't care. At the very least, he just is apathetic about like Jewish people in general. He does not care.
Single point, you know, he sets.
And I don't think maybe it's not necessarily Jewish people. I think it's just West. If it's a Western thing, he does not like it. He just does not like the West. That's it. Like he's a crybaby that hates like the West. That's all it is. And like that's his entire identity. Like if Russia was backing like Israel like they used to back in the day, he would be all over it. He'd be like, "Oh, Israel's the best in the world, dude." Blah 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 blah, and he'd be like shitting all over it, right? Like that's all it comes down to. We know that he just has that perspective. I mean, this is Hasan. This is the person that like sits here. When he was talking to Asmongold, Asmongold was talking about how he didn't like the culture, and I didn't like the dog whistling that like Palestinian people deserved to be genocided. That Asmongold was pushing, whether he understood it or not, that was wrong. But the idea of Asmongold just saying like, hey, listen, they have like a culture where like gay people, trans people, and women are like treated as equals. I don't like that, and it even happens in more financially robust areas like Saudi Arabia. And Hasan's like, yeah, well, that's because the U.S. gives them a bunch of money for things and they don't enforce them to be non-West, to be more accepting. If it's like, okay, but you complain that the West has too much influence and now you're complaining the West doesn't have enough influence. It doesn't make any sense. Everything is just the West's fault for everything. That's all it is.
Sets up these caricatures of points without actually looking at the question. I think it'd be nice if he went through that at least a little bit. But in the meantime, I'm not surprised though. It's kind of what I expected, you know? So But we went over showing terrorist propaganda with no zero analysis, interviewing terrorists with zero critical analysis. Sneeko was unbanned, and Fresh and Fit was unbanned. And now I noticed also over the weekend that the Houthi pirate kid, the terrorist, yes, was also oh wait, not this one. So
didn't they get rebanned? Did Sneeko and Fresh and Fit get rebanned?
So this is kind of a weird drama, but
is that the truth?
So he was. Oh yeah, this is it. He was unbanned. The Houthi fucking pirate terrorist kid was unbanned. They want him on Twitch. They want him on Twitch. That's crazy. He has 2 channels. One is his throwaway. Wait, no, this is just his main channel. Okay, and this is an intentional choice by someone at Twitch to say, I want this kid unbanned. Now, if you think he's a terrorist or not, yeah, I will get to that.
They got rebanned.
If you think this kid is
that's good. They should be. I mean, it's wild that Sneeko and Fresh and Fit got unbanned even for like a moment. Like that's crazy. That really does show. And like I keep saying is that Twitch is more. They care more about public perception than they care about doing the right thing. You never should have re-allowed them back on the platform. That's wild.
We have proven that this and other images are real. This man is making actual death threats, calling for violence on Twitter. In what world is this somebody that Twitch wants back on their site? The execution we will carry out on all.
Yeah, I think it's just money. It's like, oh, this person might make us money.
Yes.
But I mean, at what point is that like does that constant like messing up? At what point do we go like, oh yeah, you know what, you're responsible for a level of that?
Is this not disqualifying by itself, even without him being a terrorist? You know, who else can make tweets like this? And then Twitch comes coddling them back. Again, the evidence is lining up, stacking up.
True.
His account was later banned. I don't know when. Sometime over the weekend or this morning, his thing got banned. And I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, but I mean, the question is, do you think they would have banned it if they didn't get so much public pressure against them?
Like, for sure, there's a level of incompetency at Twitch that is unmatched in any other social media network of their size. It's unmatched. Dan Clancy is a pathetic excuse of a leader. Like, this man just is literally running a shit show.
Yeah, it's funny that they have everybody convinced that you should dual stream now on Twitch and YouTube. You shouldn't stream on Twitch at all. Like, don't even worry about the antisemitic stuff. It's a shit platform. Like, you're better off doing on YouTube. Your stuff stays up permanently. You could open up like playlists if you beat through video games or whatever you're doing. It's just better. Dual streaming on Twitch, it's a competitive platform. Like, you're better off routing people to like your YouTube because all your videos will be there too, not just your streams. I mean, there's literally no reason to have the platform anymore unless you've been on there for so long. You have people that have like a year's worth of memberships that they don't want to give up.
Dan, and I kind of jokingly said that I think Dan Clancy is anti-Semitic in our last episode, but I'm downright convinced that this man hates Jewish people.
Maybe
that's like the only explanation to account for everything I'm about to show you guys. So the Houthi kid was unbanned after I did my video. And now that this new thing is happening, there's like lots of controversy now with a Twitch panel that Frogan did. A lot of Frogan stuff. She made a Twitch panel where she...
It's crazy that Ethan is ending this woman's career who never had one of the first.
A lot of people, including myself, felt was deeply anti-Semitic. And then she went on Twitch and said...
I made a mistake yesterday. By the way, I want to apologize because I made a mistake and I called Frogan the... I think I called her like the Arabic... Keffels. And I want to apologize for that. She's actually the Michigan Keffels. Okay? She's from Michigan. So I just want to be very clear about that.
Said that all veterans should get PTSD. Which so there's lots of and then they banned Israel. There's a whole lot, but now that
that's based according to her audience and Hasan's audience. So I mean, he said we deserve 9/11 in the most in the way edgiest way possible, and he still believes that. There's a difference between saying that we deserve 9/11 versus having like an intelligent conversation about like our actions causing outcomes like that.
Actually, eyeballs and media talking about it. Then all of a sudden he's banned again.
Where's this other thing?
Okay.
I can't find the third thing. It's actually pissing me off.
Hasan, by the way, of course. Once again, I think you guys should. I know there's lots of... Oh, wait, I don't have access? Hold on. I put this document together last night.
It's 2.
And I'm off Twitter, right? Oh, yeah, you can... Yeah, you can turn off chat. I don't need all that fucking noise.
There we go. Incredible. Incredible. I love it. I love Ethan not caring anymore about the audience. Love it.
I'm not looking at chat, but I can only imagine during these combos it's... Fuck me.
Twitter's a rat hole.
Yes.
Is this the same thing I got already?
Fuck. Why are these all... Sorry, guys.
Might be. Hold on. Maybe it's not.
They're all fucking restricted, dude.
That Mudang?
Like all these links I made. Why does it do that? What's the best way to handle this, Dan? Here, I'll give you my phone, personally.
All right.
You gotta understand what this problem.
Call me crazy and not respond to any of my points. This is what he had to say about the Houthi pirate kid. They said all Zionists should die. Without watching what I said.
Again, let's just be clear. A Zionist is simply somebody who thinks that Israel has the right to exist. not somebody who thinks that every action Israel's taking against Palestine is justifiable.
Why you wouldn't care if he's out there tweeting an image of a Jewish person on a pike. I don't understand why this problem can't be approached with nuance, because he is a teenager in Yemen, dude. These people have no material power. They cannot touch you. They cannot harm you. That's the point.
This.
Ah, yes. We call that the discrimination of lower standards. When you place lower standards onto somebody because apparently they're less than. You know what I mean? It's the best type of advocation is to treat people like infants.
Philosophy is so fucked. Like, first of all, you're the one platforming him. He is influencing people because of you. And by the way, I'm not even criticizing the Houthi pirate kid. That kid can go in Yemen and fucking do all the memes he wants about spearing Jews. I'm criticizing you. My commentary is about you. And he does this thing where he makes it seem like it's all about the pirate kid. And by the way, people, it's like saying,
I mean, that's just one aspect of it, no? So
there's a lot of these kids in Congo who are taking people out of their houses and doing crazy genocide. They grew up in really shitty conditions. They were getting genocided. So, it's like the bigotry of low expectations. Like,
oh shit, yeah. I mean, you can Ethan, you're right. Who else would ever say that? Yes, I think it is. I mean, you can sit here and be like, you know what? You can be understanding to an extent, but there's only so much understanding that you can be before you really are treating, like, infantilizing people. You can be like, yeah, you know what? Like, we understand that somebody might not act the best way because they grew up in an area that was like, maybe financially not great or something in some capacity. That's fine to acknowledge that. But you have to still put expectations onto the individual. Like, you can look at there's two different perspectives. There's the societal perspective, and then there's the individual perspective. So we can look at it from the societal perspective and go like, okay, I understand why this person may have gone into this place. So we should, as a society, figure out a way to kind of fix that. But then on like a personal level, you have to understand that like these people are still doing abhorrent things, and like you have to call those out. Like, you can't justify every bit of behavior that goes to like an unreasonable area.
Like, I expect nothing of this kid. I expect no decency, no quality at all, because he grew up in Yemen, so he can post pictures of Jews being spiked. Like, not even a single word of condemnation for this disgusting, heinous fucking tweet, which, by the way, everybody was insisting was fake when I first mentioned it. Now that it's proven real, now it moved from it's fake to it doesn't matter. Interesting how that happens. Like, once again, this is the image Hasan is talking about. I mean, imagine they said all Turks or all Arabs and see like how fucking cool he'd be about. Hey, dude, come on, they grew up in a tough place.
Okay, there are real fucking Nazis in the United States of America. And also,
guess what? Just because there's worse things. Like,
well, yeah, there's real Nazis in the United States of America, but like, look where they grew up. Like, why do you think that they're Nazis? They probably grew up in a place where they were basically educated in a way that made them Nazis. It's not their fault. See how we can do this anyway? Everybody is a victim of their biology and their circumstance. They're a victim of themselves. We all grow up in an area that has an impact on us. And we can sit here in an educated capacity go, you know what? I understand that their upbringing, where they live, their environment has created them in some capacity. And we can be empathetic to that while still being like, yeah, it's still deplorable the way that you act. Right, but like this is over empathizing 101. Like you can't over empathize with everything. Criticism. It's just you just cannot over empathize. It's dangerous. Thank you for the $5 from Jack S. I remember Papa John. Oh, Pope John Paul. I thought you were saying Papa John's. Pope John Paul's II's apology to the Jewish people and my great grandfather who liberated the camps told us to never forget the Holocaust. Incredible stuff, brother. I love you very much. How have you been, Jack?
Here is just so fucked up. He's saying there's bad things happening, so nobody can criticize me. It's like, dude, get real, man. Just fucking take it on. And it makes me sad that people in his audience let him get away with this types of like hand waving of what it was sincere and well constructed criticism, in my opinion.
What do you mean? It's just a person on a pike. There's no Jewish person on a pike on that photo, unless I saw something.
Guys, this is the tipster lolicon defense. Well, it's just a picture. Like, I'm sorry, the Vosh lolicon defense. Okay, let me get that out of there. Okay, all right. I know he just rides or dies for his friends too hard. But this is just like the fucking Vosh. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, it's just a picture. It's just pictures. It's not really technically a Jewish person. It's just a picture. It's just a picture, guys. Like, come on, give me a fucking break.
Something different. Okay, this is why this entire conversation is fucking idiotic. It's not a Jewish person. He said, "This is. I think if we're. Why am I held accountable for some random fucking?"
Because you platformed him. How fucking hard is that? You're the one that put him on your channel unapologetically and then memed with him about One Piece. Didn't ask him one single critical question. That's you. You did that. I'm criticizing you. You're not accountable for him. You're accountable for yourself.
18-year-old in Yemen's tweets. What is happening? How many steps removed are we from this situation?
None.
This guy literally had him on the platform. Is he really having this meltdown? Like, what the fuck is he talking about?
You're not for yourself. You did it.
How? How is this a
This
conversation
guy has no accountability for himself. He's a child.
that you want to have right now? I fucking despise all of you, dude.
And you know,
Why am I being held accountable for platforming a terrorist? I don't understand. I could have swore, and maybe I'm wrong, I could have swore this guy talked about Destiny talking to Nick Fuentes and talking about how him even platforming him is a negative thing. So I'm pretty sure that I've heard him say that. So if you could acknowledge, and by the way, I think Destiny's a great job of shitting on Nick Fuentes, so I don't think that's true. But if you think that just platforming somebody and disagreeing with them is bad, then platforming somebody and agreeing with them is obviously worse. Like, I don't know what an explanation. Whoa!
is it really cute the way that he like says crazy shit to his chat? I don't think it's really that cute. I don't know why people let him get away with that. So again, he says, again, the execution that we will carry out on all Zionists. And his thing is, oh, the guy's not Jewish. It's like, what did you expect him to be wearing a kippah? To be wearing a fucking yarmulke or
Yeah, I mean, it says literally the word Zionist there.
some shit?
And they're trying to dull the lines between, like, somebody who supports Netanyahu, who, frankly, I preferred the regular Yahoo. It's much more tasty. But who overextends himself and attacks Palestine and doesn't, like, seek a peaceful resolution with all Jews. That's basically Zionist, is somebody who believes Israel has the right to exist. Like, not even, it's like the coldest take in the world. Like, we have to stop pretending that this is like a hot take to think that Israel has the right to exist.
What would make this offensive to you, Hasan? If he was wearing like a full-on like Orthodox like black suit, what exactly? You know what I mean? Fucking a pile of dreidels at the end of the bike. Like, what would make this offensive to you? The fucking kid literally said the execution that we will carry out on all Zionists. The gaslighting is unacceptable. Frankly, even his audience deserve a better explanation than that. But anyway, moving on. Also, there's one, before I get to the new stuff, there's this guy, I don't know who he is, but I found this to be a particularly heinous point made by one of his socialist leftist friends. I don't know who it is.
Episode, I think, today, where he's
It's
talking
a
about...
full episode. Oh
He
my
dedicated an entire podcast episode, I think.
First of all, scumbags, we talked about Kobe
Oh, this guy is fucking annoying as shit. Yeah, I agree.
also. And to make them, a Kobe. And to make a Kobe into like what, a nothing segment is literally, these people are fucking punting. You might as well just drop kick this baby, this pygmy hippo. Okay. First mark against them.
To like how I am pro-terrorist,
No, they'll never ban Hasan because he makes Twitch too much money. He's like the last thing keeping Twitch alive. Let's be real.
pro-terrorism.
Again, he didn't watch any of it. He's basing this based on like, I guess, chat. And you know, it's like, what do you...
That's what he's always done, though, Ethan. Come on, buddy. You got to give us an apology for even fucking... If Ethan had never made his fucking platform with Hasan, I don't think Hasan would be in the place that he is now. I truly believe that. So, Ethan, you created this monster, and nobody wants her. So you got to give us... You got to apologize to us, boy. You got to apologize for that one, bud. Okay.
Talk about it or don't, man. You know, don't do this shit.
And how I let anti-Semitism fester in my community.
You do.
What did like the 13-year-old?
They harassed Ethan relentlessly when he hated the take that I think Israel deserves the right to exist, but it's horrible what some of the actions they're taking against Palestine, and everybody was like calling him like a fucking like a Muslim hater, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So you did let this fester in the community. You didn't do anything about it. That's why you guys had to break off your podcast because you're so unsupportive of your friend. That's literally it.
To watch, like, what are they thinking?
You know what's funny about that? Who do you think's watching Hasan, you fucking moron? The same 13-year-old's watching me, you absolute gremlin. You fool. Like, you just insulted Hasan as much as me. And by the way, it's just dumb. It just means you don't know anything. My audience is not 13-year-old. Everybody knows that. I have a fairly mature audience, so, you know, suck my dick on that point, bitch.
Are they like, can you talk about the bold guy again? This sucks.
No, I think
This guy's a fallen fan, by the way. Bold guy? That's what, I was like, oh, shit, I haven't even
Who's the bald guy? What?
heard anybody mention bold guy. I thought you said bald guy. I said, I talk to Dan every day. And I was like, oh, no, it's bold guy. Love you, Dan.
think that most of his, and I think it's pre-recorded too and no chat. Wait, oh, it was? I don't think so. But
Wait, you think it's pre-recorded? This is supposedly your friend that you did a podcast with. Why would you think it's pre-recorded? What?
I've told this to Ethan a long time ago. I was like, listen, a lot of your community is very, very, very progressive. Like, it's not me that's like making people upset at you for,
We already knew that, yeah.
you know, saying a lot of things that
But it is like, because you don't do anything about it when people do it in like on there. You don't say like, hey, you guys got to stop. You don't monitor your chat. It is your fault. You would think you are okay with your fans harassing Ethan for the coldest takes in the entire world.
Might be damn near identical to like a Michael Rappaport about like, oh, I bet queers in Palestine wouldn't have an easy time. Or
so he's doing a nice trickery here where he's like, instead of again watching or reacting to anything I actually say, he goes, oh, Ethan's just like Michael Rappaport because he said that, you know, in Gaza there's not great LGBT rights. It's like, really? Well, do you want to actually, you know, listen to what I said? I didn't even fucking talk about that at all, okay, on the last episode.
If you were a sex
Bold guy's deep lore. I don't even know who that is. I used to watch Ethan. Who the fuck is the bold guy?
worker in Palestine, you get thrown off the roof, like he said to our friend.
Yeah, his Discord, his Reddit, they were all harassing Ethan relentlessly, and he did nothing about it, even though it was his control. He let it happen.
Muhammad.
Yeah.
You know, that sort of stuff is not.
Look, I missed the mark on those, and I've apologized and moved on. The fact that he wants to keep like bringing that up as if that.
What is it?
For a sex worker in Palestine, you get thrown off the roof, like he said.
Okay. On the last episode.
If you were a sex worker in Palestine, you get thrown off the roof, like he said to our friend Muhammad.
Yeah.
You know, that sort of stuff is not.
Look, I missed the mark on those, and I've apologized. And
Why apologize? I mean, like, they have regressive views on these things. I don't understand.
moved on. The fact that he wants to keep like bringing that up as if that encapsulates my entire opinion on this is again disingenuous and downright fucking wrong. He's doing everything he can to avoid actually addressing any of my arguments.
Not going to be read positively by your audience, which is going to be very upset at you because your audience does not
Ethan, it's time for you to call your audience, okay? You have to knock it off with this shit.
agree
Fuck is Matt Haas? Oh, the guy that sued Ethan. Oh.
with what you're saying.
Well, apparently, unlike you, Hasan, I refuse to be captured by my audience, and I will stand by my convictions and say what I believe, despite knowing that it might piss off some of my audience.
Well, that's a new behavior, Ethan, if I take you at face value. Okay.
That you might not have ended up turning into a terrorist sympathizer.
Ooh, got him!
It's not just like me goading them into, you know, feeling a type of way about you.
Yeah. Didn't he had like a whole thing where a lot of YouTube guys had to do this in during the Trump years, where like.
Thank you for the $10 from Jordan Abel. The problem isn't Hasan platforming the Houthi kid. Well, that is a problem. The problem is Hasan not only endorsing him, but laughing at him and giving him about giving hostages drugs. Also, he goes back and forth saying he's not a Houthi. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, he's a fucking stinky goose.
Like, you know, all their videos from like 2013, when you could do anything, like get recirculated among their new audience of people who were like, you know, 15 or 16 in 2017, and they're like, oh my god, I would never do that ever. I would never. My character from 2013, AIDS Man, is retired. He's gone. I'm so sorry.
What is his point?
You would think that like after that, and he is, and this is not bigoted, a very nervous man.
I don't think I'm nervous. I mean, he's.
Why would that make him be bigoted? Did you just like anti-Semitic dog whistle and then tell us? I don't understand what that means. What would make that bigoted that he's a nervous man? Are we going into the deep nervous Jew lore? I don't understand. I don't know. I mean, I guess that could be a stereotype. What is happening? What?
He's obviously just talking about my Tourette's. Once again, Hasan knows that, and he doesn't.
Oh, it's making a shot at his Tourette's. What? I'm just so confused.
Say anything.
Bro, I don't understand the point. Like, yes, people were much edgier back then. Ethan apologized. Frankly, I think some people over-apologize. Like iDubbbz, they should apologize, but not to such an extent where they feel horrific guilt. The entire, like, you know what I mean? Like, you should acknowledge and move on. But what the fuck is he talking about?
Also, I don't recall ever doing AIDS Man. Certainly,
I did AIDS Man.
Have some blemish. I've said some fucked up things, but I've remained pretty consistent. I feel.
I did AIDS Man. That's how I have HIV. Not AIDS though, because I'm on the medication. Okay.
In terms of like my advocacy for Palestine, honestly, and all other you know, marginalized groups, despite also saying you know, racist things at times that I've since come to regret and apologize for.
You can just tell.
And again, not without addressing anything of what I said. Basically, they're doing what like conservatives do when I criticize them. They say he's racist, he's crazy. What the fuck?
You would think after that he'd be like, "Oh, I shouldn't like talk about my wife's deployment to an illegal settlement that one time."
And once again, that's not what happened, bro. Like, why does everybody fucking, unless Ramallah is in an illegal settlement, this so fucked.
But no, I don't. It defies reason. I think like anyone who does our general job, and especially someone like.
What does this guy do that he's saying it's his general job? Like, is he also a streamer? Never heard of this guy before.
Him, who I only make $3 million a month. I'm middle class. He makes $30 million a month.
He's
what the hell are you talking about? Hasan's the one who pretends to be relatable to people. Like, what are you talking about? He pretends that he's like the super relatable guy that has any understanding of like the middle class. So I don't know what the fuck this point is that he's making.
for middle class.
He's upper middle class, and it's like, we won the lottery. Why are you bitching about the?
This motherfucker says you are rich, so why do you care about anti-Semitism?
I'm so confused with. Yeah, I don't understand what his point is.
Also, like Hasan is fucking as rich, like probably as rich as I am. Let's be honest. He downplays as well. He gets like the same concurrent viewers as we do, and he collects all the money straight to the dome himself. Okay, so like the same logic. Just say, hey, Hasan, why are you getting so worked up about Gaza, man? We won the lottery. You're rich, dude. Just chill. Like, what a pathetic fucking response.
Yeah, Hasan literally will say that he's on a basic needs budget. Like, he's full of shit. Like, this guy is the least relatable person in the entire world. Like, I don't really understand the point here that's being made.
Thank you. Actually, I think I put the wrong clip.
Trolls all the time.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
Look,
Yeah, talking about anti-Semitism is trolls. Like the way that they're trying to gaslight this. This is the one I meant to show actually. That one was fine, but this is the one that
Make it so Israel isn't a Jewish. He's like, oh, you want to make it so Israel isn't a Jewish homeland? Where is my wife who lives with me in Beverly Hills in California? Where's she gonna go? In the garbage? In the toilet? Do you just want to kill her?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe she's gonna.
Isn't this like what racists will say when people are like, hey, you know, systemic racism is real. We should probably work on that. And then they're like, well, you're not black. Why do you care? Like, isn't that like the exact same point? I don't get it.
Go where she is now, which is not Israel.
Yeah, this is
like. First of all, I have never ever complained about Israel's safety or wondered where she's gonna live. Okay, that level of like, once again, obfuscating and reducing my arguments is pathetic. But he really is hitting on this like, telling Israelis to go somewhere else. Which is, let's be real, we can't fucking approach this topic like that. There's 8 million fucking Jews that live there. 80% of them were born there. This thing that like, oh, just go somewhere else is down. It's sick. It's a sick fucking thing. And
stupid.
It's so counterproductive to the point where it's like, you don't care about peace. If your solution is, let's relocate 80 million people, 80% who were born there and have no...
Yeah, why should we? Like, realistically speaking, why would we do that? Like, I understand that it sucks that some people were displaced, 80 years ago or so. But the unfortunate reality is, like, this is, like, the unfortunate reality... is that like Israel was given to the Jews after World War II by like Britain. Like that's just kind of what it was. And like it's not perfect, but we didn't have well-defined borders back then. Now there's a bunch of people settled there. I think that Palestinians should still have a place to live, of course, and they should get help, maybe even reparations. But like, what are you supposed to do? It doesn't really make any sense. Like you can't just kick a bunch of people out. Like it doesn't make any sense to all of a sudden just decide the otherwise. You know, it doesn't make it. And if it was like a fucking Arabic country that took over the land because it was in a highly contested land back then, like we wouldn't be complaining because it's literally just, oh, Western presence bad. That's literally the whole conversation. Honestly.
No other alternative place to live. That's literally where they live.
Thank you so much for the 7-month medium gut from Crabber Gunner. They say that like the soldiers that don't like the military anymore, yet they give no grace to Hila and call her a Zionist. Yeah, true. I feel like IDF is mandatory. Yeah, true. Thank you for the $2 from Ben Shapiro. Do I play any instruments? No, I don't. It's fucking crazy. Like it's also part of this whole conversation is like, oh, the the world was so the Middle East was so great to the Jews back then. They don't even need the land. No, they weren't. And nobody liked the Jews in World War II. Nobody even went into war to help the Jewish people. We went to war because they fucking bombed Pearl Harbor. That's it. There's anti-Semitic sentiments everywhere. And Jews are like, hey, we kind of need our own place after World War II because, everybody hates us. It's like everybody hates Chris. That's what it comes down to. It's like the same. It's the same argument as people that are like, yeah, only the slave owners were racist in the South. Everybody else kind of liked black people. No, they didn't. Like there was an entire perspective of people all over the world hating black people, and same thing with the Jewish people. That's literally it. And it's I don't know. It makes sense that they'd want their own place, and you could slowly change that as time goes on. That's why 20% of their population isn't even fucking Jewish, or is Palestinian rather. It's just none of this makes any fucking sense. What part of the donut did I ignore? Oh, also poop. Okay, sorry.
Okay. Also, why are they obsessed with my wealth? Like, bro,
Thank you for the $5 from Jordan Abel. Hasan says he owns a car that a dentist would drive, aka $200,000 Porsche. What the fuck?
Two socialist fucking dudes are both rich as fuck, and they're sitting here being like, "You're rich. Why do you care?" Like, get a grip, dude. Like, this is the thing. This is radical shit. This is not normal shit. Okay, to sit here and tell Israelis to move and go somewhere else. Like, this is not normal. Do you guys understand this? Twitch has normalized this type of discourse, and that's the problem. This is not fucking normal. This is extraordinarily radical. And can you find a single voice on Twitch that varies from Hasan's like talking points by even 1%?
No, most people have kind of like abandoned the platform because it's dog shit. So,
can you even find one person on Twitch that would say, who's a political commentary person, that would say, I don't think kicking out 8 million Jewish people is actually a good solution because they were born there and so they should be able to stay there? Can you find a single motherfucker to say that on Twitch?
No, of course not. Like if you're being pragmatic, you say like, hey, maybe Israel owes Palestine reparations and should give some potential like land back that they could.
Why is that? Why is that? There's one fucking correct political opinion on Twitch, and it's radical. It's so radically left that it defies logic.
Uh-oh. Ben Shapiro is going to make a video. Now, Ethan Klein finally calling out the radical left.
Thank you.
Yeah, Ethan's finally waking up. Absolutely, dude. Fucking absolutely.
Next.
Bro, this could be the biggest cancellation since that last guy that he ended up having the lawsuit with. Like, I mean, this is fucking crazy. This might be a big deal for Ethan. He might be daddy, dude.
And then ultimately, he decides that I'm...
Can I add, Ethan, one
Yes.
personal feeling that I've had with Hasan that I can't really get past is his dismissiveness of the rapes that happened. He acts like they didn't happen.
Yeah, of course, because it doesn't fit his whole fucking narrative. Because like he'll say these two things. He'll say the rapes never happened, blah 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 blah, and then simultaneously say like, oh, these people grew up in a really harsh environment, so that is going to cause them to have harsher outcomes. And then he says both of these things at the same time. Like obviously the rapes happened, right? Palestine is held to a lower standard than Israel because Israel is more financially abundant, and also the West backs Israel, so we hold them to a higher standard, which to an extent is like understandable. If we're going to give you tax money, you should be held to a higher standard, right? That's what it comes down to. So like the Israeli army probably they have a much higher value of Palestinian life, whether you want to hear this or not, than Hamas has of Israeli life. That's just a reality of the situation. Like that's just where it is, right? They're being held to a higher standard. That's why there was like dropping pamphlets for months in like as many languages as possible. English, one of them, where like 90% of Palestinians didn't speak English, to try to get them to evacuate areas before they bomb them. So
acting like rapes didn't happen, and he's just chuckles when people bring it up, or like
Kamala Harris said the rapes, and then he laughed, and basically his chat started saying that they're all lying, and he kind of like expressed, I mean, he doesn't believe the rapes happened. It's not even debatable. Mm-hmm. Which again, it doesn't justify anything Israel's doing. That's the problem. That's what people can't fucking like hold two ideas in their head at the same time. Okay? It doesn't justify. And in fact, this conversation we would have moved past a long time ago if it wasn't for people constantly accusing these...
Well, I mean, you should be clear, Ethan. Like, some of the things Israel's doing is justified. Like, they have the right to defend themselves. They just don't have the right to annihilate entire fucking, like entire groups of people. Then again, Hamas doesn't have the right to hide their fucking military infrastructure in their people. Probably not very productive.
Women who were raped of lying. Like,
I can't
how does
imagine
that further their cause?
I can't imagine anything worse, honestly. Somebody that's been through so much. There are people that have survived the Nova festival, and
a girl just killed herself. I don't know if you read that yesterday.
No, I haven't.
A survivor.
Yeah, the live saver members only after I'm done, but then I put up the individual segments. So
there you go. Because I saw one girl talk about how out of everything that she went through, the hardest thing for her is still hearing the screams of somebody that was raped next to her that she couldn't do anything about, and she felt so guilty. I don't know if this maybe is the same person that you're telling me now. I don't know, but there's a guy that was raped. There's a lot of stories.
And like, dude, again, doesn't justify anything Israel did. And I also sympathize. I know that there's fucking Israelis pieces of shit that have raped Palestinian prisoners and shit.
Yeah.
Like, fuck that.
Yeah.
Like, I have no problem admitting that, and that's a problem. That's a huge fucking problem. It's disgusting, right? Why deny it though? How does that benefit your cause? How? This is the audience capture that he's under. He can't deviate from a single point because he knows he'll get shit.
It's not even just. I honestly don't think Hasan is audience capture. I understand being hit by audience capture because I've like been there before in much greater areas. You know, and when it comes to audience capture, it's not a bad thing to listen to your audience, just to be clear. Like when my audience says something, especially with the audience that I've curated, like I'll try to listen, especially if it's like closer people to me that like I see as regulars and whatnot. Hasan wants to Hasan has generated this community and he's happy about it. Like, I think that that's the case. I don't think anything else. I legitimately think that is the case. I think he enjoys having his incredibly insane, toxic audience. And he wants this. This is the preferred outcome of what he wants his audience to believe.
Can't say that the rapes happened because he'll be eaten alive by his audience.
No, I think that he doesn't care. I think it just doesn't matter to him. Like, I don't think that he cares about sexual assault. Like, he'll sit here and he was like making justifiers for like rich people getting raped. It's like it's just bizarre behavior. You can criticize the existence of rich people and billionaires without like dehumanizing to the point where people deserve to be raped. It's fucking insane work. Like, that's just what it is.
Benefit your cause. In fact, the opposite. He laughs. So yeah, it's fucking gross. And ultimately, the way he decides to just move on from this is to accuse me of being crazy.
Like, guys, I don't really care. I don't really know how to address it. That's it. I can't deal with someone's like hallucinations. All right. I don't know what to do.
Oops,
you can start by actually watching it. You know what I mean? Like, start there. But okay, I'm hallucinating. I'm crazy. Well, it's funny that he said that in direct response, but the hallucination is starting to feel a lot more real after what happened. So let's move on past Hasan, and talk about. Let's see here. Oh, there's a few more things about Hasan actually. Sorry guys, I just have to talk about this. I can't tiptoe around this anymore, you guys.
At least he's admitting he was tiptoeing around.
You know what I mean? No
I
other
do.
fucking minority group would be told to just like move on. Okay, I can't tiptoe around this.
Well, that's the thing, is that like this is one of the only minority groups that like has decent outcomes, and that's why people feel so comfortable criticizing them, because like, oh, you're doing fine. You know, you can't. Anti-Semitism can't exist because there are areas and sectors where you guys perform well. Even though anti-Semitism is why they perform well. Like, oh, why are Jews so prominent in the movie industry? Because they used to not be allowed in the movie industry. So then Jews made their own, and it just happened to be better. Probably because there was less overall restrictions that allowed for more freedom of art and expression. It has nothing to do with them being Jewish. It's like, stop being anti-Semitic. It just makes people do better, apparently. I don't know. Jews are good at that, I guess. I don't know. Thank you for the $5 from Orange Yoshi. Review Tech USA News channel. He continues to be unhinged. He's still a real-life embodiment of Eric Carmen. Well, that's something. Thank you for the $5 from Caleb. Hasan thinks a reasonable solution is crippling trade / sanctioning Israel so that all Israelis leave. For him, one-state solution is a compromise. Yeah, one-state solution is an idiot perspective. That's just a reality. These two groups cannot coexist without killing each other right now, because there's a lot of animosity in history and justifiable hatred on both sides. So, like, there has to be a more nuanced approach. There has to be a two-state solution. So, what's happening? Oh, there we go.
I fucking despise how Hasan, specifically Hasan, keeps telling me what I need to do is go talk to other Jewish people that are on his approved list of like Jews that can like actually talk to you about. Like, I'm fucking sick of this shit. It would never be of another race that would say that, okay? Oh, imagine a black person talking about racism, and Hasan's like, I have a black friend that is actually really good. You should talk to them. You know what I mean? You should talk to my black friend.
I have a better black friend than you. You should really talk to them. Thank you for the $2 from Ben Shapiro. People don't care about Asians for the same reason. Yeah, probably the level of truth. I mean, like, we stopped caring about stop Asian hate once we found out that some of the violence was happening disproportionately from black people, and it's not a black person thing. Like, it's a very complicated matter. It's mostly like more of a poor person thing, because unfortunately black people are disproportionately poor, systemic racism. We understand like the whole thing, but like the second that there's an intersectionality of this like topic, we couldn't talk about it anymore. Asians getting the shit beaten out of them anymore because of that. Like, it just goes away instantaneously. It's like, oh well, you know, this group's doing worse or this group's doing better, so we can care less about such and such, you know?
Yeah, dude. Straight up.
It's the full episode, I think, today, where he's talking about.
Full episode. Oh
he
my
dedicated an entire podcast episode, I think, to like how I am pro-terrorism,
Wrong.
and how I let anti-Semitism fester in my community.
What did like the 13-year-olds?
Wait, I watched. This isn't the one about Sam Cedar. The fuck? Oh, maybe I pulled up the wrong one. Oh, I thought I was so meticulous last night. All right. Guess we don't have that one. Hold on one sec here. How's everybody doing today? Let me just Google it, because I was on our subreddit. Hasan tells Ethan to talk with Sam Cedar. God damn it.
Ah, yes, the correct Jew. The correct one.
Why is that not showing up? Sorry, guys. Okay, here, I found it.
God, Ethan, you're so unprepared, dude. What the fuck?
Apologies, this is the Destiny subreddit, but it is what it is. This is the only place that showed this clip.
Hey, don't apologize, dude. I mean, Destiny's making waves right now. You know, for all the criticisms you can make on the young man. He's pretty fucking smart, dude. It's like, it's hard to deny. You know? You know, I'm not a big fan of the R slur. Okay, it bothers me. All right. But, I mean, the guy can sometimes be immature, but he's like the best fucking debater out there. I think he's generally pretty honest and smart. You know what I mean? I've seen him like live update his perspective, not in the middle of a debate, but like after the debate's over, you know, he'll go through the information. I mean, he's generally pretty honest. He's just a little bit of a goblin. So, you know? Thank you for the $5 from Dummy Durrs. Freddy Fazbear told me that Hasan is a big doo-doo head and that Papa Goat is base factor cap. Well, the problem is that Freddy Fazbear wouldn't talk like that, so I don't even know what you're talking about, dude.
That one is good too.
I mean, right now you have really two choices. It's either Destiny or Hasan on your political leaning. I'll take Destiny every fucking day of the week. I'll take him in my anus. I don't care. I mean, over fucking Hasan.
I'll watch that one. Thank
At least
you.
Destiny's fucking sane.
So here
He's just a debate club nerd. Like, you know, he's just a little nerdy. Hasan is like a jock with too much power. Okay, he peaked in high school, but somehow didn't stop peaking. It's a problem.
is telling me to just talk to another Jew because he can't deal with me.
That's why I said.
Fuck.
That's why I said yesterday. Like, I urge Ethan to talk to Sam Cedar.
Talk to the correct
Okay.
Jewish guy, okay?
There are very thoughtful, very kind, very understanding.
I love this tone because it's condescending. It's like Ethan just doesn't get it. He's stupid. He's going crazy. He's basically a woman from the 1950s. We have to diagnose him with hysteria and put him in some kind of mental institution. That's the way that he's treating Ethan. Thank you for the 11 months, God from Sally. Good luck, baby making. You'll be great, Father. Thank you, and thank you for the $5 from Ben Shapiro. People like you and Ethan make me feel more encouraged to potentially be more liberal and less conservative. I appreciate that, dude. I like you a lot. I like you a little bit. No, thank you, brother. I appreciate that.
And much less, how do I say this? Like, much less straightforward anti-Zionist Jews out there that he could talk to, I think, develop a different understanding of these matters. I don't think that I will be able to reach him.
What's the insinuation that I only listen to other Jewish people? You know, you could start by actually watching, right? And this whole thing of like, you need to talk to my pre-approved list of Jews that like agree with me on everything. What kind of fucking advice is that? I'll talk to whoever I want. You know, it doesn't matter if they're Jewish, dude. It doesn't matter if they're fucking Jewish. It doesn't make their argument different. Okay? Like, just listen to what I actually said. Go talk to a Jew. Okay, fuck you, dude. Go talk to it. You have a problem?
What's happening?
You know,
I want to do this.
Just go talk to people of your own race about it.
I am Jewish.
Well, I mean, the idea is that like you don't listen to anybody but Jews because you're anti-Semitic deeply and you only care about Jewish people. That's what it comes down to. Like you're an overly emotional Jewish person that cares more about other Jews than actually like helping Palestine in any capacity, despite the fact that you've donated a significant amount of money to them. And you're probably like the kindest when it comes to a lot of these perspectives, especially from a Jewish person. Thank you for the 5,000 from Silly Goober. The fact that H3 pulled up Destiny subreddit and Hasan fans were talking about it confirmed all their suspicions. Well, that's good. Good. I'm happy Destiny's leaking. Thank you for the 16-month small god from Risk God. San's whole swag getting decimated by Ethan.
You guys figure it out. Again, I'm criticizing you. I'm talking about you. What is Sam Cedar going to tell me?
I think Ethan needs to stop making podcasts with other people and just like focus on his own thing and just have guests on instead of making whole ass podcasts and commitments, because he committed himself to Hasan, and that just creates problems because it makes it difficult for you to criticize any of the dumb shit that he's saying. So like, stop making podcasts with people, Ethan. Just do your own thing and have some people on. Maybe devote a podcast to just like letting people on and having conversations
about this Houthi pirate kid. You think he's going to tell me that he doesn't think the Houthi kid is a fucking terrorist, or that Twitch should allow him? You know what I mean?
Because I think that Ethan's probably almost overly professional. I know it sounds silly, but almost overly professional when it comes to people on his podcast. Because like when Trisha was on, like she would be rude to Ela in a way where she should have apologized sooner. Let's be real. And Ethan's not really putting up much of a front because he doesn't want to like offend the podcast guests to potentially, you know, cause turbulence inside of that. There's just too much like professionalism on there.
or that Houthi propaganda should be allowed. Should be allowed to show it on Twitch. What am I going to ask Sam Cedar about? If that's good, if that's okay, you think his fucking opinion is different than mine about that? Why don't you ask him those questions? In fact, why don't you ask yourself those questions by watching what I actually said and responding to it? I think you owe your audience that. So okay, I'll go talk to some Jews about it and see.
Well, his audience doesn't care about Jews, so.
I have been talking to a lot of Jews, by the way. Lots of people have coming and messaging me, thanking me for talking about this. It's a real thing, you guys. In fact, there was this one really touching message. Somebody had said, I had mentioned that people should check with the Jewish...
I messaged Ethan. I said, Ethan, order 66, Hasan, and the Jew haters.
The Jews in their life, and ask if they're doing okay.
Order 66, baby.
And there was a touching
You think that's a Star Wars meme, but it is, in fact, not. Where the fuck am I going?
In fact, maybe. It was on the subreddit.
It's actually not that's not a Star Wars meme. It's a Jason Genova meme.
Someone who did that, and how the person that they contacted was deeply moved by it. That's not uncommon. I truly believe that Jewish people feel completely alone out there, and you know, it's kind of nuts. This is. Ugh. Can I open this link, or is that too crazy? It's not what's in the link. It's just like where it is. No, don't do it. Yeah. Stupid. No, it's different. It's a different one. In fact, if someone can rip. What? Yeah, rip it. Thank you.
Rip Big Lenny, baby. It's exactly what I'm saying, dog. Exactly what I'm saying, dude.
Let me find that note, because I did find it very moving. Thank you. Spoke to a Jewish person. This is all very dynamic, so excuse me for not having everything 100%.
Am I Jewish? I'm not.
Trying to just. Oh, I think I found it. Or no, I didn't. Oh yeah.
That's true. Hasan doesn't want to interact to Ethan because he doesn't want his audience to hear actual points. That might be true.
Oh yeah, this is it. I did find it. Hell yeah. this was a beautiful post, and this is
I'm becoming an H3 super fan. Okay, I don't know if I am right now, but I'm a fan right now. I'm vibing on this.
exactly what I'd love to hear. This is the kind of effect that I want to see.
And you can't even say it's just because I hate Hasan, because when he first made this video, because my last one I had to almost like apologize, because the first video I'm like, why do you even care, Ethan? It's time to move on from Hasan and just like stop giving him attention. But then last video I was like, oh shit, Ethan's actually spitting hot fire
from doing this kind of stuff. Thank you, Ethan. Hi everyone, I never made a post on here, but I wanted to share a beautiful experience that happened earlier today. During the discussion on Hasan and anti-Semitism, Ethan mentioned how Jewish students have to hide their Star of David necklace. It reminds me of my professor, who had shared with my class that she stopped wearing hers.
Bro, I'm not even gonna lie. I bought a Jewish loungefly. This is like a real thing. I bought a Jewish loungefly because like I'm ethnically Jewish, and my wife and I sold it. I never wanted my wife to wear it because I was just like too nervous that something was gonna happen in public, especially since I live in New York. So I was like, if we go to the city with this bag, I feel like people are gonna be fucking obnoxious. You know, I was fucking nervous. I don't want my wife to get fucking hurt or anything. You know what I mean? It's like this shit's real. Like people, it's fucking ridiculous.
For a long time due to the conflict between Israel and Palestine, as she didn't feel safe, and it made me sad to think about. After Ethan suggested checking on our Jewish friends and family, I decided to email her. Even though we don't have a personal connection, I'd honestly been wanting to reach out to her ever since she shared that story.
Yeah, thank you for $5 from Angel. The Leftovers podcast and its consequences would have been a disaster for Ethan. Yeah, true.
Story with us, but I was hesitant since talking anything related to the conflict isn't allowed. About anything related to the conflict isn't allowed at my university, so I thought sending the email might be an issue. But hearing Ethan talk about it gave me the push I needed to reach out. Sent a long message expressing my opinion on the matter, my understanding and support.
And the bag lit up, too. It was so fun.
Including how I hope to see her Star of David necklace someday. I was nervous after sending it because I wasn't sure how it would be received. If it would be uncomfortable receiving that from a student or something. She ended up replying today saying my message reminded her why she loves teaching, which was because of what she gets back from students. She thanked me for reaching out and sharing how I found her story meaningful and let me know my message of support means more to her than I'll ever know. I can tell she needed to hear that, and I haven't been able to stop crying since. Thank you, Ethan, for giving me the courage to reach out, and I'm so sorry for the anti-Semitism you've been experiencing all alone. I love that. I'm being dead serious. If you know a Jewish person, they're going to have the same reaction. Talk to them. Prove me wrong. You know what I mean? Who's not like a radical leftist Jewish person, by the way, which is probably like 1% of them. But online they make it seem like that's all the Jews. It's not. I mean, I'm progressive. I just don't think that Israel should be wiped off the map. That's literally the only deviation I have with these people. Is that I don't think that we should relocate 8 million people who were born somewhere to somewhere. That's my only deviation. Isn't that crazy? That's literally it. Thank you, love, so much. Appreciate that. Here's this other clip. Hasan has gone forward without talking to me and contacted Sam Cedar to arrange the meeting of two Jewish minds.
Are you fucking kidding me? What the fuck?
I also reached out to Uncle Sam and I was like, bro, can you please talk to Ethan? I'm legit worried on his...
I'm legit worried. We got to do a 51-50 on Ethan for realizing I'm a fucking psychopath. We got to do a 51-50.
Trajectory. And he said...
Again.
There's really no trajectory that Ethan's going down that's like toxic in any capacity. There's the potential that it could become it if he lets it radicalize him. All Ethan has to do is not let that happen. Because sometimes what'll happen is somebody will be like unjustifiably targeted by a particular online group, whether it's left people or right people, and then they'll just start spiraling. I've had that happen before, right? Like that can happen. He just needs to not let that happen, and I don't think that Ethan's going to let that happen. To be absolutely honest with you, I don't think he's at risk of fucking spiraling out of control. I think he's fine.
Somehow I'm going down a conservative trajectory. Like, bro, literally, I fucking just made some decent points about how I did about you fucking interviewing a terrorist and showing terrorist propaganda. And I'm going down a wrong path. You walked down the wrong... This whole platform has walked down the wrong fucking path.
I can't really hear the game.
The only place we deviate is that I don't think that we should displace 8 million people that were born there. That's fucking it. Oop. So what path am I going down exactly? And again, instead of responding to anything I actually fucking said, he's poisoning the well of his audience.
He would do it. So I might...
What about... Did you ask me? Hey,
I also reached out...
It's like, what kind of fucking bigotry is this? Also, just a bonus one. A few bonus ones. Hasan, I want to give a shout out to Hasan subreddit, which posted a memorial to Yahya Sinwar, the terrorist, the fucking terrorist. The guy was known as the Butcher. What was the name of that city? The Butcher. Oh, here, I wrote it here. Why is this like so sensitive? What the hell's going on? Anyway, it said Sinwar salute, and it had 400 likes. This was so fucked up, Reddit removed it for being glorifying terrorism. That's not normal, guys. That is not normal.
Well, I'll tell you, Hasan wouldn't remove it, so that makes sense that it had to be Reddit.
So, you guys know anything about Yahya Sinwar? The war in Gaza has been a terrible tragedy of misery, destruction, and
I know about the Yahya Sisterhood. Is that what you said?
lost life. My heart goes out to the millions of people.
Isn't that a movie? Isn't that a movie or something? Or am I thinking of the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants?
And reduced to living in tents, wanting for food and water. The humanitarian crisis is dire, and I will continue to donate and help how I can. But if you think Yahya Sinwar was a hero, so-called butcher of Khan Yunis, you are so far gone. Hasan subreddit is glorifying a sadistic mass murder of both Jews and Arabs. Sinwar's goal was total destruction of Israel and the murder or expulsion of 8 million people there. They agree with him. And this fantasy, are the anti-Zionist Jews allowed to stay? How can you tell who are the anti-Zionist Jews and who are Jewish spies? The point is, you're going to go in there and say, who's Zionist and who's not Zionist? And then, like, you think that's going to be some easy game for them to play? Like, they're just going to weigh a golden goose, like from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? Sinwar was known for mass executions of Gazans suspected of working with Israel, Stalin-like purges of anyone he distrusted. Do you think this man, who kills people on the mere suspicion of Israeli collaboration, would be anything less to actual Israelis? This dude, by the way, killed way more Arabs, way more Palestinians than Jews. This dude was regularly executing people. This dude is a terrorist scum fuck. Okay? Once again, if you think this is normal...
But where he was born was different. Maybe he wasn't, you know what I mean? Like, if we get the over-empathizing point again.
This post was removed by Reddit for glorifying terrorism.
But it's okay that he's a terrorist because he was born in an area that they didn't have a lot of financial abundance. So it's justifiable for him to be a fucking psychopath.
This shit is not normal. And I hate that it's becoming, like, normalized. Also, once again, you know, this clip comes up. I've learned a lot since we watched it, and I wasn't, like, totally equipped to have this conversation at the time. But it always struck me as pretty fucking insane, not normal. Here he is talking about how China imperialism and colonizing Tibet was warranted because Tibet had an inferior culture. That's literally...
Wait, did he actually say that exactly? I remember this conversation. I was like, why is Hasan defending this?
Really what Asmongold said, like, almost.
Tibet was literally a fucking feudal slave mandate.
Oh shit! Wait a minute.
Like autonomous zone.
China did them a favor.
That was one. I mean, in America, when I say something like this, people get very upset. You know, we talk about the Dalai Lama saying "suck my tongue" or whatever, but like that's not far from the norm in fucking normal Tibetan existence before the Communist Party came in.
He's insinuating the Tibetans are just raping kids. What's he saying?
That is true because I remember there was that whole like "suck my tongue" meme where like Moist Crickle had a fucking meltdown over like something a stupid little thing that really was nothing from the Dalai Lama. Wait, how this is incredible. So if the West goes into another area and pushes their culture, they're bad. But if China does it, that where people are literally suiciding off of the top of factory buildings because their work hours are so horrific, that's okay.
China,
that's fucking crazy. Holy fuck.
Unilaterally.
Oh my God, Hasan just got legitimately nay-nayed.
Took over Tibet.
Like
well, their culture. They basically are trying to, you know, homogenize the culture.
If your culture,
they're trying to swell the religion and the identity.
The part of feudal warlords and slavery, abolishing.
Because if your culture has
that, yes, I do think that is good.
No, China did them a favor.
I think that yes, I will be on the record
just like America did it.
That while the Chinese government,
I was going to say something like Americans did Native Americans a favor. You know what I mean?
You should have said that because by his logic, that's what they did.
Who the fuck are you to decide what?
Like I said, I think Western culture is better. I would never propose to invade or destroy another country because of that. It's not justifiable for what's going on. Like you can't destroy an entire culture because of that. You can be like, oh, our culture is better and try to have a positive influence on them, but that doesn't require fucking enslaving people. That's fucking psychopath work. Like that's literally just what Asmongold was saying.
The colonial power
to some extent, like you know. Whether it was intentional or not from Asmongold.
Took over a country hostily. Literally a genocide. Destroyed their culture. Turned it into China. And here he is like, it's good when China does it, but bad when Israel does it? Like, what the fuck are you saying, dude? Like, there's zero consistency. This is
They put nets on there now? Yeah, true. You're right. You're right.
Shockingly radical. And, like, we watched this at the time, and people are like, oh, Ethan, you don't understand. You don't listen to Hasan. This is not normal. This type of discourse is not fucking normal.
No, it's not.
I'm not going to say it.
Well, there is no equivalent in
Ethan's
American
going crazy right
that you
now.
can point to in a similar capacity, unless you're talking about.
Okay, so
and I think this is a good way to describe Taiwan as well. The American federal government going to the fucking south.
By the way, he has the same opinion about Russia taking Crimea and basically the whole eastern border of Ukraine. He has the same opinion. Imperialism is good when Russia and China do it.
Killing, unfortunately,
because they're not Western countries. They're not America. America is somehow bad. That's what it comes down to.
All of them, but a decent amount of flavors and defenders of slavery. This is violent retribution from a powerful federal government that squashed. Okay,
Tibet is the South.
You should be alarmed by this. This man is cheerleading a violent, strong.
Okay, someone said I missed their donation, which I've been skipping some of them because we've got so many. I'm literally throbbing. Some would say close to exploding with my dislike for Hasan. I hope we all feel the same. Thank you, Retro Man. I really appreciate that discourse.
Authoritarian China. And he's encouraging China. He's celebrating them fucking squashing other countries and cultures. This is not normal shit, you guys. Like, we can't just...
It's normal for Hasan, Ethan. This is who you got in bed with, bud. Okay?
Walk with our eyes closed. This is Fox.
In the Civil War?
Yes. Tibet, in the time frame where Chinese intervention happened, would be the South. Yes, they were doing slavery.
What was the moral aspect of the war of China?
The interests are obviously like national.
The comparison to the South in the Civil War is actually fucking nuts. Like, come on. The South?
Also, that's a civil war. It's our own country fighting itself. I think that's something else to keep in mind as well.
Jesus, man. Pretty sure Tibet was like a country for a long time minding its own fucking business. All right, I think that's it. We're done with Hasan.
Are they really done with Hasan? Oh, we're going to Frogan now.
I'm out.
Oh, yeah.
And the next part is about the new shit that happened Friday night. It got me so fired up, I had to go make an Ethan Klein video. But before
I got to say something, okay? I got to say something. You know, I really enjoy... I genuinely enjoy talking about these topics, but I'm so happy that I don't like insert myself into them anymore because this has to be so stressful. I remember being so stressed out when I would insert myself into drama in like a more meaningful way. I'm now a casual observer, and it's so relaxing, dude. It's like, oh my God, like I can't imagine how much stress is going through. After this, I'm gonna raid and WoW, and then like fuck my wife and go to sleep. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna have a pretty chill time. It's just fucking crazy.
For that, I think now's a good time to thank our sponsor, because we're going to need it, guys. It's Mood. That's right. We need it more than ever, guys. And I'm so excited to tell you that now, using the code H3, you get 25% discount. That's right. Let's go look at what would be the best formula for us right now. Mood.com is where you want to go. I need some chilling out. Let's see here. I need some chilling out. I need one that's going to make me... I need something soothing. I need something chill. Here it is. Let's chill the fuck out. We got gummies. We got rollies. We got flour. Chill out.
All right, he's selling mold, guys. I don't know what this is. I'm just gonna skip past it because it looks like I shouldn't show this. So,
Batter is a cannabis concentrate that has this whipped.
All right. I usually stay for the ads, but I just feel like I just can't endorse that. Okay.
I think our hype and everything about anti-Semitism. I have never.
All right, let's get to Frogan.
Beep. That was fun. Okay. So now let's talk about Friday night. On the topic of Twitch being a haven for anti-Semitism.
Yes.
The Hasan thing is one thing. This clip started circulating Friday night. And I frankly was outraged by it. You know, my whole life, I've never screamed foul on anti-Semitism. I literally have been getting this shit since the second I stepped foot on the internet. And I have never fucking ever done this, okay? So the people online, they're saying, oh, Ethan's making himself a victim or Ethan's making everything about anti-Semitism. I've done this once in my life right now. After 15 fucking years of being on the internet.
I mean, that is true. That is true, man. I mean, it is funny that he's entered the much more left-leaning territory, and now he's experiencing the most anti-Semitism he's ever experienced in his life. It's just so interesting. It is a very interesting thing.
Watch this. Tell me if you think this is cool. Frogan, for some reason, has a 45-minute panel at TwitchCon. I mean, she averages...
For some reason, I don't get it. She's worthless. I don't get it. She's so uninteresting. She looks like a failed sock puppet. I genuinely don't understand the hype around Frogan. It makes no sense to me. It's just Twitch being like, oh, let's give Hasan's mod a thing. Like, I would feel embarrassed if the only reason people watch me was because I was attached that deeply to somebody else. Nobody likes Frogan. Frogan's fucking useless. I just don't. It's fucking crazy.
I think our highlights fucking channel has a higher average viewer count than she does.
Okay.
Edit me. Nails and everything.
I would feel condescended to if everything was just like, I'm only going to watch this person because they do this for that person. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just a main character in my shitty story. I don't know.
But okay, she has her own panel. Let's see what she does with it.
She's kind of hot, though. Come on, brother. You're down bad too much. I mean, if you're into degradation stuff, she would definitely shame you for being Jewish. Thank you for the $2 from Gelato GG. Frogan is an industry plant, maybe.
Who's we?
She's a factory plant, a factory in Michigan.
Raph? No, I'm all the way over here on the end of the couch.
All right.
But we are going to tier.
So they're doing a tier list where Arab is at the top. Arab coded, asks permission. Sorry, the resolution's so crazy. Thinks it's racist, think it's that one was. And then
Thinks
this
it's a slur.
Thinks it's a slur, and then this one says eat Sabra.
Yeah, right,
Israeli
Sabra.
hummus brand. Okay, so essentially you have Arabs at the top, and an Israeli hummus brand that is essentially the
hummus.
I'll get into why for all the reasons, but just imagine on Twitch TV in this year of 2024 making a tier list based on race. And
well, I mean, Sabra apparently is the most popular hummus brand in Israel, and it's also another word for say Israel born Jew. A Jew born in Israel. So, like, yeah, it's anti-Semitic. We know it. It's a dog whistle. If it was on another group, they would be sitting here. If it was like a fucking white person to fried chicken tier list and the fried chicken was at the bottom, we would know what that means. Like, that's what it is. It's anti-Semitic. That's all it is. Okay? It is it's a non-based anti-Semitism, and we know that.
Nobody has a fucking problem with that. Just on the face. People make all kinds of excuses to say, oh, it was about this or it was about that. And
well, didn't like everybody on the panel have a different reason for that happening? Like everybody had their own like bullshit excuse for why like it was what it was, or like
it doesn't matter and you're blowing it out of proportion. Okay, you have a tier list based on race.
It wouldn't be KFC, it would be Popeyes, okay? Relax.
Where's the Jewish panel?
Popeyes is better. It is goated. I just wish their wings weren't always spicy because sometimes it's too much for me because I'm like I'm the white.
Where's the Jewish panel?
I got heartburn.
Where at the top it says Jewish, and then at the bottom it has like a brand of like Arabic fucking hummus that's unmistakably like sold in Lebanon.
Here, listen, and we're going to need your help to discuss and figure out who can say Habibi and who can't.
And also, we have tiers. We have Arab coded. They ask permission to say Habibi. You know, like you got like white guys like, can I say it? Is it slurs?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
What the fuck does Habibi mean? Isn't it just mean like friend, buddy? But I don't understand what it is. Is it? I don't get it. I really don't.
And then you have thinks it's a slur, where it's like a white person that really they're like, no, I'm not going to say that. I'm so sorry. And then love Sabra, which is they're not Arab coded at all.
Yeah, they're not allowed to say it.
You know what's funny about this whole thing is that they say Habibi in Israel.
Yes, Popeye's wings with no spice on them. Specifically, their wings are a little spicy. All right, if you don't know that, then you don't drink Popeyes like me. I do.
Again, people underestimate just how like mixed Israeli culture is. Like Arabic culture is like deeply intertwined.
We say Habibi all the time. It's part of the language.
Because again, 20% of the Israeli citizens are Arab, Palestinians, and the cultures are very intertwined. It's one of the most multicultural places I've ever been in my life. Outside of like New York and LA, I mean, just don't see anything like it.
It's basically like you can't say it. If you say it, you're literally hate criminal us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is the perfect transition to our first person, Hasan.
Yeah.
Ooh, Hasan.
Hussein.
No, so
Hussein?
Hassan is Turkish. But he's a brother.
Yeah.
You know.
Hasan is whiter than me, brother.
So.
Yeah, I think he'd be on Arab coded.
I mean, I would put him in Arab to be honest.
I would put him also in Arab. I know Turkish people are different.
Notice how they drop the premise almost immediately that it's about who can say Habibi, and then it's like Hasan. Okay, actually he's Arab. We fucking love him. He's dope. He's Arab. There's no Habibi reference. The premise, the whole Habibi thing is just stupid as fuck anyway. Like, it's a tier list based on Arab to Jew.
Yes.
Really?
Popeyes does slap. That is true.
I put
What do you think you should do?
Okay,
question. That's actually
so you said Arab.
Arab coded.
He's
I'm so
Arab.
pissed about the Ottoman Empire.
And again, placing like the man's Turkish. He's not even Arab, and he goes, he's Arab, which is good. That's the best thing you can be on this. That's the best. This is racist. What are we talking about?
It's not even personally. I don't even think it's about. I don't even think that the worst part is that like, oh hey, Arab is good. That is like fine. Like I don't care if you're an Arabic person, you think Arabic people are better. It's about like thinking other people are worse. If that makes sense. I know that sounds silly, but I feel like that is like you can hold these things where like, you know what, I think like my culture is better or my this is better, but I don't have any disrespect for like other people, because that's just about having like general pride. You know, when you start thinking that like it's hard to communicate what I'm trying to communicate, but it's like, hey, it's okay to think like your fucking culture's better as long as you're not looking down on other people. But they have Jews as the worst. Like that's actively like, you know what I mean? It's like if you have a preference, if you have like a preference, oh, I like black girls. That's fine as long as you're like, as long as you're not saying I hate white women. Like that's wrong. It's okay to have a preference. It's not okay to be disrespectful. I think that's what I'm trying to. Well, that is what I'm trying to communicate here. Right? Thank you for the $2 from Unreal. Papa, how much for you to call your wife Habibi? I don't know, dude. Am I allowed to?
People who have spent the last fucking 10 years telling us being racist is the worst thing in the world you can be. Sentiment, by the way, which I agree with. I don't make exceptions, though. I don't make exceptions for Jews.
So what do you want to put him as?
Arab coded.
Okay,
Thank you.
pass this to Scooty.
There you
Yeah.
go. Woo. Thank you, Scootish.
That's the good
Very
one.
much.
Whoa, Scoot.
Yeah.
Broke her board.
That wasn't that funny.
I worked really hard on the fucking board.
That felt a little personal.
It looks good. All right, what's our next person?
Thank you,
Show.
Joker.
Oh, and Austin Show is Lebanese.
I don't know who Austin Cho is. That Hassan's friend? Anyway, he's Lebanese, so he's actually Arab.
Also, we don't have an applause button, but every time we see a streamer clap, you know, be like, oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, thank you. Wow, thanks.
Austin's my husband, and I spanked him yesterday at Debate Lords with a leather paddle.
Excellent.
Thank you.
No, you just had to be there. But Austin, let's
Cool.
go down
Thank you for the small guy from Cosmic Gumbo.
the line.
He's
Arab.
Arab.
He's
Arab.
Arab.
He's Arab. Lebanese, like, yeah, he's Arab.
He's Arab. That's the good one. That's S tier
I saw
race.
that one.
That's the S tier race. This is Nazi shit. S tier race? Are you fucking kidding?
Wait, hold on.
He's
Arab.
Lebanese, like, yeah,
Yeah.
he's Arab.
He's Arab. That's the good one. That's S tier
I
race.
saw that one.
That's the S tier race. This is Nazi shit. S tier race? Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh my god.
And they're trying to run defense. Hassan and all these fucking people are running defense for this shit.
This is not.
This is good.
I thought we.
I'm happy. I'm happy that Hassan's running defense for this because it's just causing him to. It's only hurting himself. Like he's not winning. He's just isolating himself more and more every single time that he does stuff like this. So good.
Okay.
The next person is one of my favorite people, Ethan Klein.
I told you guys to clap.
So hold on. There's something. Did this guy? Hold on.
You guys to clap.
What did he say? Someone said I told you guys. I think I don't know.
When did was this Twitch happening? Was this Twitch panel happening when Ethan and Hasan were like friendly and making a podcast together? Because I feel like it was, and it's like, why do you feel so open about like being like why if you're a mod for a streamer, why wouldn't they be like pissed off at you for like, hey, like you're hurting the you're hurting the like my fucking. You're hurting my fucking, I don't know, you're insulting my fucking podcast host. Like, you shouldn't be doing this. This is having a negative impact on my ability to, like, make fucking content or something. I don't understand. Like, I would be pissed off if I had a mod that was constantly insulting somebody I work with. And I'd be like, what are you doing? Like, this is just unprofessional behavior. You're supposed to be a mod. What you're doing is, like, fucking wrong.
Ethan Klein.
I told you guys to clap.
You know what he said?
He said, I told you guys to clap.
Oh, I see. Because they start booing me.
This is a good reaction.
That was a good one. That's good. All right.
Well, hold on. Don't do that because I want people to actually hear the audience.
This is a good reaction.
That was a good one. That's good. All right. Turn that up. Turn that up.
Now, by the way, I'm being carded out as like the ultimate like villain in their story and their tier list. What is it exactly that I differ on them on? Other than that I don't think 8 million Jews should be fucking displaced from a place they were born.
It was last month. Oh, was it really like that recent? I didn't know it was last month.
Other than that fucking singular fact, what makes me the bad guy in your story?
Oh, this was after the pod. This happened a month ago? I thought this happened like a year ago. This happened a month ago? That's fucking wild.
On your Nazi tier list. Actually Nazi.
Gee, I didn't realize it was 3 weeks ago. That's insane.
S tier race. Fuck me, dude. S tier race is Arab. Imagine Jews doing this. S tier Jews. Imagine white people doing this. S tier white people. White people are S fucking tier. You know what I mean? And at the bottom, you're like, you know, at the bottom is like, you know, cornbread. You know? Oh, we didn't say, it's not racist. We just don't like cornbread. Are you fucking, are we dumb? These people are bigots. Being greenlit by bigots. Being straight up endorsed by Twitch. Who, by the way, and I thank them for sitting right in front of the, imagine they're doing this right in front of the sponsors too. Chevron, who, once again, let's get real. Y'all are crying about hummus and Habibi. Who do you think does more damage? Chevron? And you're on a fucking Amazon-owned platform? Like, get fucking...
Is there any videos of Frogan crying that we can have access to?
Holy shit.
That would be funny.
I saw a clip of Frogan sipping like a Honest Tea, which is owned by Pepsi, which is like one of the main BDS films. It's like these people have zero...
Aren't they supposed to not like have like those teas because like you're supposed to not contribute to things that, I don't know, gives money to Israel or something?
Conviction. They don't fucking care about anything. They're bigots, and that's basically the normalized culture that we'll see online today, and that's what I'm getting sick of. This shit is normalized. So much so it's on, you know what I mean? S tier race. Let me also say this, for the record. I disavow Asmongold and his community. You guys, I don't fucking agree with you guys. I don't think Arabs are inferior, okay? I don't think that Arabs are anything bad at all, or Muslims, okay? It's not like that. So fuck off, you guys, okay? This is not, I don't want this to get hijacked by a bunch of fucking right-wing fascists. Okay? Thank you. So fuck you guys too. You know what I mean? Like, fuck that.
Yeah, she drinks sweet teas as boycott. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're supposed to not like drink that stuff because Pepsi owns it or whatever, and we're supposed to be boycotting whatever anybody that gives money to Israel. Like, isn't that the whole thing?
Dumbasses.
But Hasan doesn't do it either. He just pretends to do it. Like he was yelled at on his stream for not doing, or on his like IRL stream for not doing it.
Although it is worth mentioning how fast
it's all performative. Like they can't even not support the company. Like, guys, you shouldn't be supporting this company, and then they go and they fucking support the company. It's fucking crazy.
Retribution was that motherfucker got a ban the same day, and what it's been now, like an entire week that nothing's happened to Frogan. And you'll see the shit that she gets into is even crazier. Nothing's happened to any of these people. Actually, the only thing that's happened so far in this timeline is that they unbanned the Houthi fucking terrorist kid.
I mean, I'm assuming because they got like a 1 month bans, and they rebanned the Houthi terrorists, and they rebanned Fresh and Fit, I think, but they definitely rebanned Sneeko, I believe. I feel like Ethan's had a pretty substantial impact here. It's actually fucking insane.
I'm like, I'm getting obvious, but they're like, you know, fuck what you guys had to say.
Dude, where's the? You guys are missing a category for Zionist.
It's not about race, actually. It's not about ideology or race. It's just about hummus and Habibi. Where's the category for Zionist, you guys? All right.
Joke in my.
Stand up.
Once again, I'm a Zionist because I don't want to displace 8 million people that were born there. Nice.
Oh.
Well, obviously it's love Sabra, right?
Yeah.
That's easy. That's
Definitely love Sabra.
Obviously, yes, love Sabra.
All right, so there you
Are
go.
you being messy?
Are we being messy? Again, she knows what she's doing is fucking insane, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's asking if you're being messy means that you know that you're being insane, because she's certainly not fit to be a fucking soccer player, I'll tell you that.
Are we being messy? No, you're being racist. Well, I guess you are being messy. You're also being racist and a total bigot. So anyway, shout out to Capcom, Chevron.
Dude, Ethan is fucking totally right now. He's like, hey, look at all the people that use look at all these advertisements. Like, I'm coming after the advertisements. And if they don't do anything about this, you're gonna end up getting fucked. Like, Twitch has to go into damage control mode.
And Samsung, who are proudly displayed on the backdrop of this panel, in which Arab to Israeli hummus brand, I perceive as Zionist or Jew basically. Arab to Jew tier list being enjoyed here in front of Chevron, Capcom, and Samsung, proudly sponsored in collaboration with Twitch. Fucking awesome. I can't get sponsors apparently. These dudes are doing Nazi fucking level race realism, race supremacy tier lists. This world is fucking backwards, dude.
Yes.
You put him as number. Yeah.
I'm
our
so
third
scared.
choice.
Honestly, he's gonna have anxiety about this for the rest of his fucking life.
Dude, I see these faces and I'm scared.
Yeah.
By the way, people say, oh, they put other non-Jews in the bottom category. They put like Sneeko down there. They're like, yeah, they're calling him a Zionist. They don't fucking like him either. They're using that as an insult, that you're Jewish or you're Zionist.
Well, why is he a Zionist? I mean, Sneeko loves, I think he loves more than like the Muslim like religion right now, or is touching kids, right? Like his whole thing is defense of like, oh, it's okay to like molest kids as long as they are sexy. Like that's his whole take right now. So
doesn't matter that Sneeko's now a convert to Islam or anything, whoever. Yeah, they're using it as an insult. There's a reason I went first. And there's a reason, by the way. Let me move on. So that panel pissed me the fuck off. And I could see nothing was happening. So much, actually, that Frogan and Denims and all the people on stage, they went live and started laughing about it. You know, the Sabra comparison, by the way, goes pretty deep. So it's an Israeli company. It's on the divestment list. So the one thing Sabra is known for, and you can see memes about it all over the internet, is that they basically support Israel, and so they're being boycotted, right? But that's what people think of it as. It's an Israeli company. It supports Israel. It's a very popular brand in Israel. You know that's in everyone's fridge there. Sabra literally means, look up Sabra. It literally means a Jew born in Israel. Literally. The one time that's actually the best usage. It actually means a Jew born in Israel. That's the F tier. Also, this focus on... listen, I'm not trying to defend Sabra, but can you even think of one other brand of hummus that's like regular in grocery stores? I don't think anybody prefers Sabra over homemade like restaurant quality hummus. You know, it's what's there.
I don't think anybody prefers anything at the restaurant at a supermarket over a restaurant. You know what I mean? The supermarket's more accessible.
Also, it plays into this trope that's fucking extraordinarily racist and bigoted, that Israelis steal food. People say, I see it all the time, the sentiment, like, oh, Israelis eating hummus and falafel and shawarma, like stealing fucking people's food. Who do you think is making the food in Israel? Who do you think is in there cooking that food? It's the same people making it for you, fuckers. 60% of the people in Israel are from the Middle East, who are banished from their country. How many Jews are there in Yemen, in Egypt, in Syria, in Iran? How many Jews are in those countries? 0. Why is that? They're all fucking kicked out and forced in Israel, where they make hummus and shawarma and falafel. Sorry. It's just It's just bigotry. It's racism. And it's tolerated. It's mainstream tolerated by the left because Israel's a Nazi state. Apparently. By the way, they're running the defense on this clip so hard. But here's a part from earlier in the panel, or later in the panel rather, where they kind of say a little too much.
I don't know.
I think he thinks it's a slur or ask for permission.
Ask permission. I feel like
I don't mean it in a bad way, but I feel like he just likes Sabra.
Yeah.
Like I feel.
So she's saying we don't mean like Sabra. In Jinxie's case, we don't actually hate him. We just think he actually likes Sabra. These other people, they're just fucking Jews.
Oh, like are they talking about liking Sabra or liking Jews though? Is that what they're saying? Oh, I think Jinxie likes Jewish people. I wonder.
Like to call them Zionists or whatever as the insult. There's so much stacking up.
Permission? I don't know.
I think he thinks it's a slur or ask for permission.
Ask permission. I feel like
I don't mean it in a bad way, but I feel like he just likes Sabra.
Yeah.
So that I think that's where the defense comes from. It's like, oh, we're just people who like this bad quality of hummus. It's and that's what they're saying that about Jinxie here. That's the specific joke there. But overall, it's about Jewish people. Let's be real.
Like I feel like he goes.
Or it's like making fun of him for liking Jews.
See,
It's like, oh, they probably have an inside joke. I would not even doubt. This might be going a little conspiracy, but they might even have an inside joke like that they talk behind the scenes because they're streamers. They probably are friends where they make fun of Jews and they're like, oh, this person probably likes. He's not Jewish. He's probably cool, but he probably likes Jews. You know what I mean? Like I would not doubt that they have these fucking conversations at all.
Based. We need to put it in Love Sabra.
Yeah.
I know other people are in there derogatory, but he's in there just like.
We're in there derogatory. Right.
Guys, it's just jokes though. No big deal.
Jinxie loves Sabra, not derogatory.
Oh, sorry, sorry, Mike.
It's like, no, I really fuck with Sabra. I'm not
You
gonna
love, yeah.
That's why we put you on the Sabra category. Sabra's.
So, the people they put here too is like Sneeko, Asmongold, and I don't know some of these other people, but like, what the fuck did I do exactly again? You know what I mean? By the way, and this was like a few weeks ago. This was before my rant about Hasan, right? That they were already coming after me. This whole time, ever since October 7th. All these people were my biggest fans. Then all of a sudden, on October 7th, I'm their enemy number one. Odd.
Well, it's because people just like being hateful, and right now they feel like it's justifiable to be hateful to the Jews. It's why people are just hateful in general. Like they like being justified in being hateful. And people want to pick their excuse of who to hate. All right, they want to hate. Like that's who you're allowed to hate is Jews right now. So that's why they hate them.
Here's another giveaway. This is her thumbnail on YouTube for this clip. You're gonna love this.
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh no! Why? Hold on. Why is this? Oh brother, where did it go? Hold on. Bear with me, guys. Maybe it's still up on our channel. I'll fucking just go there. It is? That's so epic that it's still there. So let's go to Frogan's channel. This is up on YouTube right now for everyone to enjoy. Let's go to her. No, it says it's empty.
Oh, she must have just like deleted whatever they're looking for like just now.
Oh, you have it. Oh, okay, good. Thank you. Here, this was the thumbnail on her highlight. Okay. Now I have a question.
Why does one thumbnail have Ben Shapiro next to me in the F tier? He's not even on the tier list, nor does he stream on Twitch.
In this thumbnail.
I mean, they're going to just say that like they don't like Ben Shapiro and blah, 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 blah. That would be their excuse.
For some reason, Ben Shapiro is next to me in F tier, who's not on the tier list, and he's not even a streamer, really. So why is Ben Shapiro next to me on the F tier list? Genuinely. Kind of fucking gives the game. Sorry. Fuck this. She should be permanently banned for this. And wait, actually, no, I'm not even there yet. Right now, she's at like a 2-week suspension, okay? That'd be fair, I think. But
oh, shit. Ethan, you should have just said they should permanently ban her. They would have, apparently.
It gets even better. Oh, it's still up? That's still up. That's exciting. How Arab are these Twitch streamers? Yeah, it's still up with the thumbnail. Isn't that awesome? Me and Ben Shapiro sitting healthily right there in the F tier. Stand for full-blown Jew. F.
Clap so that you can make sure that there's actually humans in the room.
Good job. Yeah, so, I don't know. There it is. It's still up. Brazen shit, dude.
Well, it's not up anymore, guys.
The openness and brazenness with anti-Semitism has left me no choice. I have no choice.
Yeah, I mean, that makes the most sense that it's about, like, that makes more sense. That it's not, it's because Ben Shapiro is Jewish. That's most likely what it is. Oh, sorry.
Unless I'm a coward that doesn't fucking care about myself, my family, or my friends, I'd be a giant fucking coward and hypocrite if I didn't talk about this. This is just racism. Now here these bozos try to start defending it. Let's see. Immediately, as I knew they were going to try to obfuscate and go run defense, they can't get their story straight. Everybody's giving a different reason. It's fucking insane. There's 3 of them. Another guy wrote something too. Like, everybody's got a different reason. I said the suspects can't get their story straight. So this dude, Capri Sun Poppy, we put Love Sabra on the list because I wanted to remind the panel of the time my father's people massacred my mother's people in Sabra and Shatila. It has nothing to do with store-bought hummus, and it has to do with this very deep meaning. When I first read this, I says, this must not be real. There's no way that he actually wrote down that it's not about hummus. It's actually about people that massacred my fucking mom. Also, he goes, it has nothing to do with store-bought hummus. Okay. Actually, I'm glad he said that because that's kind of what I think too. He said,
I guess that is what you think, Ethan. Me too, bud.
Has nothing to do with hummus.
Me
Let's
too.
see what Frogan has to say. She disagrees with him, actually. The whole basis of my podcast, Arabs, that's what it said. With Capri and Raf is that we are all Arabs from different religious backgrounds. I am Muslim, Capri is Christian, Raf is Jewish. Sabra hummus is objectively the worst hummus to exist and is the unfortunate standard of hummus in the U.S. Once again, he says it's not about hummus.
The unfortunate standard of hummus.
Pick a fucking lane, guys. Please. And once again, the Jewish friend shit, like, let's move on from that, okay? I don't fucking care that you have a Jewish friend that agrees with you. How about you talk about the points that I'm saying, okay? Once again, nobody's going to pull this black friend bullshit, okay? So don't accept it with Jewish people either. And again, what the this is semantic and petty, but the choice of choosing Sabra is dumb because, like, Sabra hummus is basically the only brand, a major brand in stores, in grocery stores across the country. At least that I can think of. That they're, you know, and it's just that it's a Jewish company. You don't think that Jews don't know that that shit's not as good?
Ethan not getting as a joke is a tag cringe. Ethan's right about 100% of what he's saying. What are you talking about? Like, that's the problem. Like, what are you talking about? He's 100% right. It's an anti-Semitic dog whistle about how Jews are bad. That's why they used that. That's why they used it. So I don't know what to tell you. He's not getting a joke. Also, who gives a fuck if it was a joke? How come, like, all of a sudden, like, when it comes to people making jokes online about black people, we can acknowledge that people will sometimes use jokes as a vehicle to be hateful. But all of a sudden, when it's a joke aimed at Jews or Ethan, it's not anymore? Who cares if it's a joke? It doesn't matter whether it is or isn't a joke. They're very clearly anti-Semitic. I don't know what you want to tell you.
This fucking restaurant made. You know what I mean? It's just the whole selection of it and treating it like it's some, like, cursed white people Jew food is on its face doesn't really stand up. Yes, I will defend Sabra. I don't like it, but, like, when you're in a pinch and you got a pita and you want to make a sandwich, like, it's better than nothing. I've had worse hummus. Trust me. You can pick up some shit from.
I haven't really had hummus because I don't care for hummus.
Like Trader Joe's or Rao's, the shit that they make there is not. It is better. And sometimes with the Sabra, you can get with, like, olive oil and pine seeds and get a little weird with it. Fuckers, how dare you after Sabra?
Is that roasted garlic one?
Oh, come on.
It's kind of good.
Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, I'm far from an expert. Like, what the fuck do I know? But
listen, I am somewhat.
I'll eat whatever hummus you put in front of me.
Me and Hila ate so much hummus in Israel. We are somewhat of experts.
Sun-dried tomato one's pretty good too.
We got Sabra fans here in this office.
I wouldn't go so far as to say fan, but I'll eat it. I mean,
it's not bad. It's not like
that
curse.
bad,
It's like
is it?
the fact that it's, like, so obviously bad that we're turning it into a meme just doesn't stand up.
It's just for something that you can just pick up at a Ralph's.
Yeah,
It's fine.
You're not gonna make hummus.
No, you're
at
right
home
when you're
every
saying
day.
like it's the that's the only recognizable brand that I can think of. It's
Yeah.
just at every grocery store.
Yeah, but when I want good hummus, hell no.
Yeah, obviously.
I have, like, one specific spot in LA that we get it from. And I don't know if I want to share it.
Don't say it. Actually, just because I don't want people to go fucking do bombs.
Amazon Basic hummus. Shout out.
That's basic.
Oh my god.
Show me that shit. I want to see what it looks like.
I've gotten that before.
Honestly, I'm pretty good at
Amazon
making
Fresh.
hummus myself. It's a discipline that
Mm-hmm.
it's very hard.
You make a good hummus?
Yeah.
You're saying?
Yeah, Ethan does.
It's The
Prove it.
ingredients couldn't be
Prove it
simpler.
to me.
Okay.
Oh, it's Amazon Kitchen. Yeah.
There's also a Boar's Head makes a pretty good hummus. It's like everything bagel hummus.
Boar's Head just gave.
Bro, you know the Boar's Head's not doing fucking bologna anymore because they made their bologna with poison or something in it.
Like a bunch of people, some deadly disease.
Yeah, listeria, dude.
Pathogens, which is kind of scary because I thought they were supposed to be the high quality one. Boar's Head was supposed to be the premium one,
That
right?
shit's good, yeah, but I guess it'll kill you.
Boar's Head is the best. But yeah, it's like a listeria outbreak.
Amazon Kitchen lemon hummus. It's a popular condiment. It's not a condiment in Israel. It's a full ass meal. So here she is saying that I'm reaching, and she also goes ahead and calls me a Zionist in her tweet here. Take a look, Frogan. I tweeted or I storied this just to make a point. All I did was actually just flip theirs upside down, where Arab is on the bottom and Love Sabra is at the top. Literally what they did. I said, let's flip it upside down. It makes me uncomfortable just posting it because it's obviously so fucked up, but just to show how fucked up it is. She said, notice how they had to add Jews born in Israel to make it racist? That's what it means. That's literally.
That's what the word means. What do you mean that they had to add that? What are you talking about? What a fucking idiot.
What that word means. And all the millions of other reasons I've gone over of why it represents Israel. Because, quote, likes shindy hummus isn't racist. And maybe if you are less of an insane Zionist crashing out over fun tier lists, I invite you over to try some real hummus.
Why would you ever want to hang out with Frogan? That sounds like a torture.
Well, don't worry. I have my own hummus spots. Jews can actually identify good hummus. That might fucking blow your mind. And actually, I think it would. As an Israeli dual citizen, I know what good hummus tastes like. And I'll fucking stand on that shit. And I've had it a ton of times.
Maybe you should have a hummus off with her to settle this.
I'd probably beat her ass.
You gonna cook off?
Fuck yeah.
Maybe that's the way to settle this.
I think it goes a little too deep.
Why would you even give her that like fucking time of day, man? So.
It's not beef, it's chickpea.
It's not beef, it's chickpea. I honestly think she's a vile bigot who should be banned off this platform and just fucking go do something else.
Maybe a hummus cook-off.
Maybe she should open a hummus place. If she opens a hummus place, I'll go try it.
The hummus.
I'll try
That's
it.
olive branch.
Olive oil. I love olive oil on the hummus.
You gotta do that. That's just that extra flavor, you know?
But anyway, the best part is coming. The best is yet to come. If you can believe that. Brogan says, by the way, after this bit, and I started being like, dude, this is fucking bullshit. And I made an Ethan Klein video about it. She has the audacity to say, I'm obsessed with her.
Well, because she's used to she even though this is the funny part, she acts like a small streamer while like begging to be a bigger streamer, right? Like, what's her big thing? Like, she constantly like goes after other people as a streamer, and then oh fuck, I thought I got it. She constantly goes after other people as a streamer, and then is like, oh, why are you harassing me? I'm just a small little baby. But like, don't you want to be a real streamer? So you kind of have to learn to put up with this shit. You know, you can't just be, why would you want to be looked at as a small streamer? I don't get it.
When I manifested a man being obsessed with me, I did not mean like this. God, you're such a coward and loser. You literally cut out a picture of my face, brought it on stage at Twitch for a 45-minute segment, and put me in the Zionist category, called me a Zionist, and once again, I can't respond because I'm obsessed with her. I have never talked about Frogan in my life, except in response. Cry bully, literally. And she has the unambiguous support of Hasan and all the socialist leftist streamers in that whole community. Unambiguous support. Okay. Denham's laughing about me being a victim right before she watches herself calling me a Zionist. I thought this was funny, just how it reminds me of the clip where I was like, we never called him a ham sandwich, and then it's like, he's a ham sandwich. The one of me talking to Idubs and Anissa about Philly D.
What the fuck?
Yeah, reminds me of that. She's like, Ethan's such a victim, and then she's like, yeah, he's a fucking Zionist. Watch.
Ethan Klein.
I told you guys about it.
And this is the part that really is like interesting about Twitch. These people have now gone live. They're watching the clip and laughing about how unapologetic they are about it. And that's on Twitch now, right now.
This is a good reaction.
That was a good one.
Jewish.
He's such a victim, dude. Could it be that people don't like me because I'm an unlikable person? No, it must be that I'm Jewish. Dude, where's the...
Her laugh.
I mean, you could dislike Ethan because he's Jewish. I mean, excuse me. That's not what I was saying. I said it's okay to dislike Ethan outside of being Jewish. Just to be clear, that's what I meant to say. But then why are you using like anti-Semitism to dislike him? It's like, okay, it's fine if you don't like him, but like you're sitting here rating him on a tier list of Arab to Jew being at the bottom. So it's like, it's cool to be like, I don't like Ethan, he's a stinky little giblet. That's fine. But like sitting here being anti-Semitic is not justifiable. It's fucking crazy. Listen, don't fucking stop it. Stop it. It's not my fault.
Shit. So forth.
It's the wrong thing.
You're missing a category for Zionist.
Oh shit.
That was a joke.
Okay, wait.
It's just a joke in my...
Stand up, stand up, stand up.
I'm fucking raffle, dude.
Yeah, let's just ignore that. You know what's funny? She goes, maybe you're just unlikable. That's why people don't like you. This girl was my biggest fan before October 7th. So clearly, she likes me. It's just that apparently I don't want to kick out 8 million people that were born in Israel, and that makes me unlikable.
Well, no, that's the trendy thing to do, is to be like pro-Palestine. By the way, it's good to be like on the side of Palestine. I understand that. I'm just saying that that's it. Like, she doesn't understand anything. That's all it boils down to.
Person. I'm serious. This girl was one of my biggest fans. Same with Rogan. Before October 7th. Let's get cute with it. So, you know what I mean? Like, it must be nice to be racist, openly racist, bigoted, and then to go back to your platform and laugh unapologetically about how bigoted and racist you are. And Twitch does nothing. Shout out Capcom, Samsung, and Chevron. Why do they all rhyme? It's weird.
I don't. Does this rhyme?
For sponsoring this event.
They don't exactly rhyme.
Chevron, Samsung, Capcom. There's like an incredible...
I guess there's a little something to them. They don't technically rhyme, I guess.
Okay, they don't technically rhyme.
I'm sorry, I just got fact check you.
Wow, this guy's anti-Semitic too. I'm just kidding. Thank you for the $5 from that one guy. Hello, Father. First time on the stream. This video has me craving some hummus. Also, can you do the Charleston? I don't know what those are. I've had a Charleston Chew before, but I'm diabetic, unfortunately. Let's get back to it.
That's fine. I appreciate it.
My life's a reality show. I'm talking like
No, it's okay. We don't have to do it for that. That was fair.
I'm right. I'm objectively right.
All right. And here's Hasan basically running defense for obvious, unmitigated, disgusting bigotry. One is his mod. One of his is like a close,
don't really know the full
collaborator.
Oh, is this him pretending that it's not problematic what they're saying?
He's associated with Denim. She's like what's called a waiting room, I guess. I don't know. She's a big part of their community.
Details, but I think it was like literally who has the Habibi pass? Hummus Gate? Yeah. Wasn't that straight up comprised of a Arab Jew, an Arab Christian, and an Arab Muslim? Into your list.
Once again, you'll notice Hasan does this all the time. He's the king of the Jewish friend, the racial friend theory to like sidestep any serious accusation.
He did with a variety of creators.
Oh my
Here's the clip
God.
with the context.
All right.
But we're going to tier list them, and we're going to need your help to discuss and figure out who can say Habibi and who can't.
And also, we have tiers. We have Arab coded. They ask permission to say Habibi. You know, like you got like white guys like, can I say it? Is it a slur?
okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then you have thinks it's a slur, where it's like a white person that really they're like, no, I'm not going to say that. I'm so sorry. And then love Sabra, which is they're not Arab coded at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sabra hummus.
Yeah, I've been debriefed on what I'm supposed to say before it goes on, so that I can run defense for my fucking mods and friends. Oh, hey guys, come on, give me a fucking break.
Which is literally the shittiest hummus you can get, and has been on BDS lists regardless for.
That's what I'm saying. He immediately associates it with Israel. That's what I'm fucking saying. Cocksuckers, they are admitting it right there.
Many, many years.
I mean, if the first thing he says is like, it's the worst hummus, and by the way, it's associated with Israel. It's on the BDS list. I still don't understand the whole thing. What's with the K-pop group hate, the BTS hate, but it's on the list of the shit that you're not supposed to buy because Israel, it supports Israel or something. Like, okay, even though he fucking literally like drinks everything. Like he's sitting here drinking like fucking Pepsi or whatever. His fans are like, can you at least pretend that you're advocating still for us? You know?
It's been on the divestment list for many, many years. Immediately associates it with Israel.
Yeah, it's trash hummus. It implies that you're white, as in you don't eat good hummus.
Wow, that's much better, guys. Being racist, incredible.
That's the whole point, dude. What the fuck?
What the fuck, dude? What the fuck?
Again, this is Hasan.
It's just racist to white people, okay? It's not racist. It's just racist to white people.
He won't actually watch it. He will draw an immediate conclusion that supports his.
Again, all this motherfucker Hasan had to say is, hey, you know what? I don't really think that this is anti-Semitic. I think that this is them just joking. But considering, I mean, this happened a fucking month ago. Considering the we'll say the climate, the fucking political and social climate, I think that you should stay away from jokes that could be considered dog whistles. That's all he had to say. That's all he had to say. But he couldn't even do that. He couldn't even pretend to try to be sensitive. Because he doesn't care about Jewish people. He knows how it looks optically. So he's like, yeah, you know what? I don't think they're trying to be anti-Semitic, but this optically looks pretty rough. So I think that they should apologize. He doesn't do that. That's all he had to say. That's literally all he had to say. But he can't even do that. That would have been the smartest way to fucking downplay this correctly. And you know that he knew. Like, they clearly debriefed him on this whole fucking thing. He had an idea of what was going on beforehand. So he clearly knew. But he couldn't come up with a better fucking excuse.
His dogmatic theory on the world, and then move on while poisoning the well in his fan base.
Do I think it's telling that Ethan's only going after Hasan now that the hatred and bigotry is affecting him, even though it was already established that Hasan was a horrible person? I think that Ethan listen, I like Ethan. This makes me like him a little more. I think Ethan has like the iDubbbz disease, okay? Where he made mistakes in the past and now he's overcorrecting, and he considers a lot of the former criticism that he was getting from people to be exclusively because he went from being extraordinarily edgy to like a normal person. There are some annoying people that don't like him because his content, he's not like super edgy anymore. But I think that there are some people that are like, hey, you know, you're overcorrecting. I think that's a big part of it, in my opinion. But I think he dismisses all that because it's hard to sift through reasonable criticism when everybody's just fucking blasting you. No criticism is proportioned on the internet. And I think he puts Hasan in that area. It's like people just hate Hasan because, you know, they're just hating him. They're just hating him. They're being disproportionate on the internet. It happens to me all the time. Like, I think that's why. I think that's what he thought of Hasan originally. I think that's why he even associated himself with him in the first place.
He didn't even watch.
But now he's finally understanding that, like, no, Hasan's a fucking crazy a crazy guy, and he's finally like getting his shit together and realizing that, like, oh, he fucked up.
more minutes where she calls me a Zionist and laughs about it, right? Or when the main issue, the main controversy is when they bring my face out. He doesn't watch that part. He just shows them explaining it and goes, oh yeah, Ethan's fucking crazy. It's just about hummus, which by the way represents Israel, but it's just about hummus. Fucking
what are we
idiot.
doing? What is this? What the fuck is going on? This is a meme because Casey Tron joked that when she first...
This is called gaslighting, my friends.
First heard Habibi, she thought it was a slur she couldn't say, and they are continuing the meme. It was to make fun of that. This is just a huge lie.
There's another explanation. So now we have 4 different explanations for...
So now it's a lie, too. Ethan's not only wrong, he's a liar.
Okay. What this tier list actually means. Y'all couldn't meet up and get your story straight before you start tweeting dumb shit? Morons.
From Destiny's community. I like that basically the level of like hyper-targeting someone such as myself has now moved on to like every other content creator that
Guys, every criticism is a conspiracy against me, yada, yada, yada.
Muslim or Muslim adjacent.
This motherfucker is actually so arrogant. He thinks that I'm only talking about this panel because of Hasan. Like, he actually made it about himself somehow.
Well, because all of them are only relevant because of Hasan, I guess. That's what it is.
And also, it's like, I can't talk about anti-Semitism without being Islamophobic.
To imply that they are always being anti-Semitic. Apparently, it means a Jew born in Israel, and it's an extremely anti-Semitic tier list. So, like, when they
apparently definitionally it means a Jewish person born in Israel. Let's just forget about that one.
Say Jew born in Israel, they're saying like whoever they chose to be in the loves Sabra, they mean like they are a Jew born in Israel. That's an insane thing.
Yeah, it is.
That's an insane thing. They're saying that they are a Jewish person as an insult. That's what it means very clearly. What the fuck? 4 roles, dude.
I think it's fucked up. That's literally what they're doing. It's undisputable. It's literally what they're doing. It's insane. And I'm glad you agree.
The literal word is what it means. Sabah.
That's what I keep trying to emphasize. It literally means a Jew born in Israel. Literally. That's the definition. Look it up.
I didn't even fucking know that that's what that means.
And well, you need to operate at a deeper anti-Semitic level, my friend. You need to understand the codes. You got to get the dog whistle straight, my dog. We got to get him on that velveteen rabbit eye level of racist.
Oh, that's deep, though.
That's deep shit. This study came up that I thought was just kind of interesting. Actually, no, I'm not doing this. Let's just continue on. So, at this point, there's been 0 repercussions. Even now today, it's Monday. More people are talking about it. 0 repercussions for any of these people involved. Twitch erased...
Oh, what do you mean, these people?
...the VOD
just kidding.
...of that panel. Quietly, without explanation. Didn't punish anybody. In fact, since they deleted the VOD...
I mean, if they were so right, then why did they just leave it up?
Well aware of it. They've continued to laugh about it and flaunt it live on Twitch, and nothing has happened. Nothing. I mean... What conclusion can you possibly draw from that?
I really want to know like what's Frogan and all of them are doing right now as they're crying about getting fucking banned for a week or a month.
And then it comes out. This is the huge story that's breaking today. Yes. Fresh and Fit and Sneeko got rebanned, which just begs it really. But that happened when people started. I think. Oh,
that just happened.
I believe that only happened because of Ethan.
Sneeko also got rebanned on YouTube. He got like this, I don't know.
I honestly only think that happened because of Ethan. Honestly, I think that he was like saying. I think that like even YouTube in this sense they're trying to make money, and they're like, oh, we can unban these people. They might be bringing some money, so they unban them, and then look, there's backlash because what is their number one control? Their number one fucking feedback is like what the people are saying about them more than anything else.
Oh, what's fucking going on? Sneeko was unbanned on YouTube during the weekend, and then like this morning he was rebanned again.
Yesterday, Sneeko banned from YouTube again within 24 hours of unban.
What is happening?
On a winning streak here. Let's see. 2 hours ago, he was banned on Twitch.
So there it is. But like this only happened because people are talking about it.
Yeah.
Somebody in Twitch made the intentional decision to unban Sneeko, Fresh and Fit, and also someone is making the intentional decision not to enforce their terms of service when talking about Jewish people. But I'm hallucinating, according to Hasan. Well, let's see if I'm hallucinating. The big story breaking right now is that since October 7th, Twitch has blocked the entire country of Israel from making new accounts. Secretly, silently, no statement, no explanation, has blocked an entire fucking country.
Yep, and then they were deleting people on the Reddit. Like originally their argument was that they were trying to avoid people from posting like, I don't know, like gory videos and shit. Which at this point, I don't even know like what the fuck's going on. Because they didn't do that for Russia. They didn't do it for Ukraine. They left it. It's just not banning people who are already there, but it does. It stops you from making new accounts. And then the biggest thing that got me more than anything else that makes it feel so illegitimate is that the biggest thing that gets me though is that like what my understanding is like they have control of their own Reddit. And so people on Reddit are like, hey, what's going on? I can't do this thing. And they're just like deleting people who are asking these questions. And it's like, well, if this was really a mistake, why would you be doing that? That doesn't make any sense.
How does that happen? So far, well, at first people were like,
I don't know, man. Honestly, I wouldn't doubt that. Like Twitch was like, oh man, let's be heroes and ban all the Jews. Like thinking that was fucking good.
Can this actually be? What's the explanation for this? Like, how is this possible? But then, like, I don't need to do any of that because Twitch put out a statement saying it's real, which is here. We wanted to address concerns we've seen about whether we're preventing Twitch account signups in some regions. When signing up for a Twitch account, you can select an account verification method, email or phone, for added protection. Following October 7th attacks, we temporarily disabled signups with email verification in Israel and Palestine.
I mean, it's just hard because I would. It's hard for me to believe like, oh, would Twitch really care that much about this? It's a company, but like I have no other explanation for it. Honestly, I don't know what else to say. Like, what's the other explanation for this? I couldn't even answer the question because so fucking bizarre. So I mean, I wouldn't doubt it honestly.
We did this to prevent uploads of graphic material related to the attacks and to protect the safety of users. This explanation first makes so little sense. If you're going to be sharing graphic material, why wouldn't you block the phone number, not the email?
I mean, so I'm just going to be like, maybe they were thinking there's going to be such a big influx. So they're like, oh, it makes more sense to just ban it for right now. But for a year, for a whole fucking year, makes no sense. For an entire year, and then ignoring people who are expressing like, hey, we're having this problem. What the fuck? It doesn't make any sense.
Also, like, what do you think? That people are just, like, making Twitch accounts to post score? Like, they don't do this in any other war zone. Ukraine, Russia, I don't know. There's lots of other places where war and fucked up...
This entire state... Like, did they not proofread this before publishing
there
it?
Is typos in it?
Or am I stupid? Because, like...
No, you're very smart, then.
I'm not smart enough to really understand what they're trying to say here. Like, these statements are, like, contradictory.
They're saying words, but it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Following October 7th, we disabled signups to prevent...
email verification in Israel and Palestine. We did this to prevent the uploads of graphic material related to the attack and protect the safety of users. Okay, so...
How does it do that?
And then they go on to say signups were not disabled, and we continue to see signups from both regions. Huh?
By the way, there's a note.
So were they or were they not disabled?
Well, so it turns out people have been investigating this, and it's been pretty much proven that they blocked based on IP. So they're straight up lying, or just wrong, that one was allowed. None were allowed. And people go, but my first thought, and yours too, was like, how did nobody notice this for a year?
Yeah,
People did. There was Israelis who were complaining about it nonstop, going to support, asking what's going on, and they continue to get fucking...
Ethan's saying that if it was to stop gore, people would still be able to sign up on the phone and then post the gore. Oh, I guess that's true. They just would say that they're not from there. I guess that is true.
Told, like, first of all, the error message when you try to sign up from Israel is just, there was an error, try again. No explanation, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then when these people wrote, here, I've got this. And then when people wrote support, let me show you. This is one of the top Israeli streamers who's been posting. And he's been like, dude, what's the deal? People can't sign up for my shit. He says, I've been streaming for the past 3 years and have transferred my viewers from YouTube to Twitch 2 years ago. I discovered around a month ago that
wow, what a stupid idea.
My long-term viewers have not been able to sign up to Twitch because they're located in Israel. By the way,
it's not just, it's not like blocking streaming from Israel, it's just accounts entirely.
Blocked country IP.
And how does that prevent gore from winding up on Twitch? I just don't...
Damn, did I fall for Twitch's bullshit excuse? Was I too charitable to the bullshit excuse, guys? Oh my god.
What is the connection there?
It doesn't make any fucking sense. It's literally nonsense.
And then
I don't know, man. Like it's so unreasonable that they would do. Like it's so hard to believe that they would legitimately be anti-Semitic, like Twitch. But I wouldn't doubt that there are people, maybe not Twitch itself, but like people behind the scenes that are like, oh man, like Israel attacked, Palestine or whatever on October 7th. I know that Hamas attacked Israel, but they're like, I don't think it's unrealistic to believe like, oh, they've picked a side and they're deciding that this is what activism looks like to them. I wouldn't doubt it, dude. I wouldn't doubt this is what activism looks like, at least people in the company, and they were like, yeah, fuck it, let's go along with it.
In the statement, they say, like, we blocked people temporarily. Nobody was ever blocked. Like, they say those two contradictory things back to back.
So you did, like, a weird half measure where you blocked email and not phones to stop war?
Right. Why?
Did anyone even do that? Did literally one person be like, here, I'm going live on Twitch to show war footage from Gaza? Did anybody do that? Of, like, gore?
I mean, people do that shit on social media. Like, when people go live on Facebook during mass shootings or whatever. Like, it certainly happens, and it's something...
Right, it does, but it happens everywhere, I think. It's like...
Yeah, 100%. And the fact that they only did it in this one instance is bizarre.
I mean, I've seen lots of disturbing, gory war footage coming out of the war in Ukraine right now.
Oh, yeah.
They haven't been subject to anything like this. This is the most damning part. This guy wrote Twitch support to ask why can't he sign up, and it says Israel's blocked. So here's what support said. I'm really sorry that you were having issues creating an account. We have reviewed your case thoroughly and can confirm that, unfortunately, you are not eligible to create a Twitch account. As a result, we'll be closing your case at this time. Best wishes, Twitch support. And then there's stories that, so we blocked it, kind of, but not really. And then also we left it blocked for a whole fucking year. We just forgot to unblock a whole country for a whole fucking year.
It's insane.
It's just bullshit. It's like, this happens right after. I'm like, I think this platform might have an anti-Semitism problem. And then they're like, yeah. You know what the problem with anti-Semitism on Twitch is? Block Israel so there's less Jews to make fun of.
Oh, true.
They took it.
It's kind of like what TikTok got in trouble for, is that like people with disabilities were getting bullied a lot, so they decided to like restrict people with disabilities from being able to like get pumped through the algorithm, and they got in like a lot of trouble for that.
We're thinking
they took it from a different.
Well, it's worth stating too that it wasn't just it's Israel and Palestine.
Well,
like,
Israel,
they just kind of just blacked out that whole section.
I'm pretty sure that like West Bank and Palestine and Israel are on the same like country IP.
Right, they use Israeli IP.
Yeah. So it's like they didn't have any way to be more specific. But yeah, they blocked Palestinians too.
It's insane. Their justification just doesn't like add up to me. It doesn't really make any sense. They're given reasoning.
Well, it's an outright lie. I mean, it's been proven. They blocked based on country IP, so they lied about that. And then support literally is like, we have thoroughly investigated this. We have talked.
We've investigated this, and go fuck yourself.
They're like, we talked to the CEO and all of our leaders. We showed them all the details. We were as thorough as possible. And we concluded, fuck you, and I'm closing your ticket. You think that was the only message they got from Israelis too? Being like, why can't I make a new account? So it seems to me that somebody back there just was like, fuck Israel, and said block country IP Israel.
Maybe.
Like rogue employee kind of thing?
I mean, at a certain point, maybe it was a rogue employee, but at a certain point, it was allowed. A year?
I mean, there's just too much going on to be like, this to be a convenient little coincidence. It's hard to believe. It genuinely is hard to believe.
A year? I don't even think about coding and stuff, but a website this big, you can block a whole country for a year without anybody noticing? I doubt it.
No, because it seems like a bunch of people, like they had blocked the country for a year, and then they didn't unblock it, and then they were getting rid of people complaining about it on Reddit. It seems like way too much.
Frankly, I have no idea.
I really don't think that's possible.
Seems unlikely.
And you'd see, like, if they monitor traffic and stuff.
It does seem unlikely. It's just like, what's the other explanation? What's the other explanation?
They notice a dip.
That looks like Joe Robe.
And that would signify that something's wrong.
Yeah,
usually.
Dude. So, okay, that doesn't help the anti-Semitism claim. Here's Dan Clancy. Now we're getting to this scumbag, who I genuinely think this dude must hate Jewish people. Like, there's literally no other explanation at this point. Like I said, it kind of memey. So this motherfucker is now responding. He says, we just posted an explanation of what happened on Twitch support. Please look at this tweet. Very sorry about oversight. It only come to our attention today. No shot. Okay, if you're not racist, then you're incompetent. This just came to our attention today. You are so fucking pathetically incompetent that you didn't notice an entire country blocked for a year. You need to step down. If it's not for racism, it's for incompetency. Like, you need to fucking leave, Dan Clancy.
True.
As mentioned in the tweet, it did not affect people using mobile phone verification. Again, it's very sorry. And again, that's an outright lie. It's a lie. He's lying. Twitch support is lying.
How do you know that? The phone verification thing?
There was some
not true?
No. There was some kind of like I don't know what GitHub is, but there's some available code that people were able to analyze that said literally that was code from the website that said country blocked by IP.
Gotcha. And so that's separate.
Oh, so did you get that from Destiny's community, dude? That's how you know it's not real, guys.
Like any verification thing is just like
just email. Yeah.
That's what Hasan is in his head. He's like, Destiny's poisoned his mind. Destiny is just this great wizard that's able to poison people's minds.
Because they're saying we blocked only email signups, but phone signups were allowed.
With fax and I guess.
Right. Israel.
Yeah, the Twitch CEO loves Hasan. Absolutely. No, they like wish him happy birthday. He loves Hasan. They fucking blocked Israel for a year. They were stopping people who were saying like, hey, this is fucked up from being able to express that by removing them on Reddit. Like, what's the other explanation? Like, what else is there?
That it was that's just it's flat out wrong. And I mean, here it says they got community noted here and here. It says both email registration and phone registration were blocked. I'm supposing this is evidence of that. He says, hey, Dan Clancy, about the mobile signups working thing. Sure doesn't fucking seem like it. Thank God we took recordings before you did damage control. Attached is a video showing that mobile signups were not working in Israel. Okay, let's see. So I guess this is someone from Israel or Israel. Yeah, here's an Israeli area code or country code.
Zion lover.
Zion loves Sabra. Putting in his info, making a password, all this. The phone number is Israeli.
You know, you could just put in a random date there.
Yeah.
Just a little note for next time. I don't really care.
And then, they're inspecting the code on this page. Okay, so this is interesting.
So this would be a script being triggered, I think.
So at this point, they're able to see what's going on here. And on the back, it says verification failed. Wait, hold on. It says, what does it say?
You're going to have to tell me, man.
Yeah, this is some deep level shit.
What are we looking at?
It says, enter SMS code, verification failed. Okay, maybe there's I don't think we got to the moment yet. Verification code was
No
sent.
Matrix, bro.
This is fucking epic.
What the fuck is all this happening?
This video could be snappier, I'll be honest. What is even happening? You're just silently... Is there audio?
He's waiting for the packets to arrive.
There's no audio. No code ever arrives.
You might be waiting for something to trigger.
Hmm.
Not sure.
I'm sucked in now. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm committed. The video's not that
Suck me off, baby.
No code ever arrives.
I mean, still got a decent ways to go.
Well, if the code's not arriving, we could have ended this video a long time ago. Okay, something gonna happen? Okay, now he's checking. Something more is happening now.
Okay.
So the code didn't arrive. Now we're using email address. Sign up. Sabra lover. Blocked country IP. There it is. Error description. Blocked country IP.
Okay.
That's pretty conclusive.
And this is when they did it again using the email verification method.
So yeah, this SMS they didn't get.
So that one's pretty clear cut because it actually said.
This one literally says blocked country IP.
And then the other
SMS they didn't get. But blocked country IP. If you're blocking a country's IP, you can't sign up from phone number or email.
Could be technically speaking, it could be specifically set for email only, but who knows?
Also, who signs up with their phone number? Like, that's weird. Everyone signs up with email, right? I'm sure some do, but yeah,
the vast majority, I'm sure, use email.
So I mean, somebody there blocked Israel for an entire year. Nobody seemingly noticed until just yesterday.
Dan blocked me.
True.
Even though Israelis have been complaining about it for months and support told them to fuck off.
Ethan, isn't it also like just illegal to do that without saying that's what you're doing?
Maybe. Could be. I don't know.
It's extremely unethical not to say what they did and to just serve an error message when you try to log in. But it might actually be illegal in some states who have anti-BDS. Is that the acronym? The divestment. So there's anti-divestment laws, which I think are dumb, by the way. People should be able to boycott Israel if they want.
Yeah, no.
But there's certain laws in a lot of states, like 30 states.
California is one.
California is one of them.
Yeah.
It says that you can't discriminate against. I don't know the exact law, but yeah, you can't.
I have no idea how.
I mean, that kind of makes sense to say that you can't discriminate against like a particular group of people. No, is that not good? I don't know.
Against Israel.
It just seems extremely shady to like. If you take a stance against Israel, at least say what you're doing.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, that's fair. At least you should have to say something about it.
Instead of give them an error and the individuals just think something is wrong with them personally and they don't know what.
It's fucking insane. There's no.
My first thought when I saw all this, I was like, well, surely there's other instances of this. They probably blocked signups in Russia, right? After because of all the sanctions and everything, and apparently they haven't, which is kind of crazy.
Even in Russia, which is on literally a government embargo list, they can still use the website and sign up. They just can't monetize their content.
Right. So they can't They can't
sign
make money
up,
on Twitch anymore.
They can make accounts. They can stream even. I think they just can't make money.
They definitely can stream because there's Russian streamers. Like there's a big segment of Twitch.
Once again, Russia is on an official embargo list, barring American companies from working with them.
Even if you just take it at face value. It was exactly what Twitch said, that they temporarily put this thing in an effort to contain gore posts or whatever and then forgot about it for a year. At a minimum, that's like stunning incompetence for like a giant company like Twitch, right? Like that level of fuck up. So even if you're being extremely charitable to them, this is not a great look.
Even if you're being extremely charitable, you still have to take into account the support emails. People said, I can't sign up. What's the deal? And they said, we investigated the matter and you're uneligible.
Right, yeah.
And the Israeli
thoroughly investigated.
The Israeli streamer said he's already tweeted about it months ago.
Yeah, no, I showed it months ago, back in November. He was already talking about it.
What the hell are we doing over there? Crazy.
I really hope this turns into a giant scandal for them because there is unchecked fucking, it seems like institutionalized
So Sneeko just got banned like 2 hours ago, which very well could be because of the pressure they were feeling from all of this discourse or whatever. I guess we should find out what it was that he was banned for. But I mean,
but why was he unbanned to begin with?
I agree. It's
even for a day.
This stage,
somebody made the conscious decision to go and unban him.
Yeah, I mean, he is very, very vocally, doing Holocaust denial and all kinds of just absolutely insane shit.
True.
Why would you want that on your platform? Like, it's crazy.
Well, they platform rape denial.
Platform all kinds of things, I guess.
I mean, again, Sneeko does run defense for people having sex with children. Like, let's just be real. He thinks it's okay to marry a child as long as she is attractive enough. That's his take. As long as she's developed enough. He even said 12 and 20 is okay as long as they're developed enough. Insane. Any arranged marriage is abuse, just to be clear.
Say this, Dan
Clancy. I mean, YouTube too. Like, we're talking mostly about Twitch because it's just the way it's gone. But I mean, like, YouTube unbanned him as well, and then like rebanned him.
That
really
here? Surprised me. I don't know what the fuck that was about. That doesn't happen. I don't ever hear that. Like, oh, you got unbanned all of a sudden. Like, it's very odd. Very odd. But again, Dan Clancy has stated his favorite streamer on the website is Hasan. And he did this really weird, pathetic video where he made the employees wish him a happy birthday. Actually, let me pull that up. It's so weird.
Imagine getting forced to say happy birthday to Hasan. That's terrible. I'd quit.
Can I say for the Sneeko thing, I have to confirm it, but I think he was originally banned on YouTube, at least, for COVID misinformation.
No, that's not what happened. Okay, he got a ban for COVID misinformation. That part's true. But he wasn't permanently banned for that. He got one for COVID misinformation. Then he got another strike for sexually harassing another streamer when he was going into like detail about how he would fuck some other streamer girl because she was a fucking liberal. And then he ban evaded. Like he decided to ban evade. So they like posting on his other account when you're not supposed to do that. So that's not what it is, just to be clear.
Right. That makes sense. Of course, he's always saying the worst thing at the time for whatever's happening.
Whatever the worst day is.
The most fucked up thing.
Yeah.
So here, Dan Clancy fucking sent Hasan this on his birthday. Can you imagine the cuck? Sorry, I hate to use that word, but like, what the fuck is happening? Like, dude, this is just unprofessional.
That's funny.
Why? This is like a level of favoritism for someone who's like an extreme partisan on a platform that basically has no dissenting political voices, not even 1%. Hasan is on the homepage of that website every time I go there.
Well, because you follow him or something.
Unlogged in. I'm
gonna try right now.
He's constantly promoted.
I'm gonna try right now.
And if you want to follow politics, if you're on Twitch, he's the only fucking choice. Everyone else has been banned.
It's true. They banned Destiny, dude. They banned Destiny, dude. They banned him. They got our boy.
Listen to this.
Okay, I don't know if it's an IP thing, but it's literally the first channel suggested.
Show it. That's what I'm saying.
Could that just be because we've seen? I mean, it's literally the top suggestion.
He's the fucking... Well, listen, he's a popular streamer. But he has no competition. Like, if they were able to leave Destiny on the platform, he wouldn't be as popular. Like, let's be fucking real here.
It's every fucking time I go, his channel is right there on the top.
I really thought I was...
When are we going to get the reuniting of these two so that fucking Hasan can get absolutely fucking dumpstered? When is that going to happen?
You know, but... Well, so technically it's Butfoozle, but it's this, and this isn't an incognito window. But again, could it still be...
He is
it's suggesting based off of the IP?
He's the most viewed live streamer live right now.
Yeah, because they keep putting him at the top fucking page every day.
Yeah, but yeah.
And
I love that. Ethan's even skeptical of how entertaining Hasan is. This is so funny.
No, but there's no. What's crazy is there's nobody on the entire platform to call him out. Nobody. They've all been banned. They've all been banned.
Dude, he's literally like hard referencing Destiny right now. This is so funny.
There is not a single dissenting voice with his fucking straight up radical, anti-American, anti-Semitic, fucking pro-China.
About fucking time. Ethan, Jesus Christ.
Pro-Russia, pro-terrorism takes. This is fringe, psychotic shit that is not normal. And it is the only acceptable voice on Twitch. Explain that to me. How is there not one dissenting voice on that entire platform?
It's about time. I mean, listen, and listen, you guzzled his cum too, Ethan. So take it now.
And this is
take
really
it now.
contributed
Take a lap, pussy. You know what I mean?
A lot of extremism being normalized is because young people are on Twitch. They go to Hasan and they think this is normal. And it's the only option. You can't even click over to someone else who's like, actually, this is why Hasan's wrong. It doesn't exist. It literally doesn't exist.
True.
That's fucking crazy, dude.
True.
Here's this dipshit fucking weirdo. Pervert, too, by the way, which I'll show you guys. Dan Clancy sent this to Hasan on his birthday. These people don't want to be here. Happy birthday to you. He got all these fucking people up out of their desks to wish Hasan a happy birthday. I've never seen him do this for another streamer, by the way. This is cringe as fuck. Does the CEO want to fuck him? Like, what's happening? He's not gonna fuck you, dude.
Maybe he will.
Happy birthday to you. Bro, we're never beating the Hasan runs Twitch allegations.
There you go. See, he's self-aware.
Why is it on the homepage? Why is it the only political voice?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think you say that the Dan Clancy guy says he's his favorite streamer.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, you know, good to have the CEO as your friend, I guess.
Oh, there's a Hamilton song about that. It must be nice to have Washington on your side. How's that go, Olivia? Washington on your side?
You know how this felt because you and Susan, rest in peace, were super tight.
It's great.
You know how that is.
But imagine I'm like, yeah, like so.
All this means, but like
so actually, the Nazis.
Dan's running a little bit defense here. Dan can't help himself but to guzzle Hasan's cum sometimes. But
actually, Churchill was the real villain, and the Nazis were actually not as bad as everyone thinks. And that's on the front page, and anyone that disagrees gets banned.
I love Ethan's crashing. I love that Ethan's crashing out so hard on Hasan right now, and like his fucking friends are like, well, Ethan, you used to be best friend with Susan.
Do you have your birthday video?
It made everybody stand up and start fucking. These people are working. Why are you making them do this, man?
This is crazy. Oh my god! Like. The most rabid Redditors just clipped it.
But here's the thing, he acts like it's crazy, but it's actually not. It's not. I mean, he's outright said it.
And they're going to be like, the most rabid Redditors just clipped this, and they're going to use this permanently to be like, see, I told you, he's got banning powers.
Happy birthday. I don't think Hasan has banning powers.
I mean, Hasan didn't get banned for promoting a Houthi terrorist, so he has some kind of power.
they're tipping the scale to promote him, his political ideology, and to squash other dissenting voices, no matter how fucking slightly they vary from him. Because I'm the bad guy. I have the same exact political beliefs as Hasan, except I don't think that 8 million Jews who were born there should be.
Well, no, you don't. You aren't like West bad, so that's not true.
Evacuated from their country. I don't think Israel should be annihilated as a country, and that's the only place that we separate. So we're basically about identical, except for like 1%. And look how I'm treated by Hasan, his community, all of his like-minded people, and look how fucking anti-Semitism is handled by them. It's just way too many coincidences.
Coinky dinks.
It's crazy.
Happy birthday. It is crazy. What a nightmare. That's literally a nightmare. If I got that, I think I'd have closed it immediately and erased it.
A lot of people are like, oh, well, jinx it.
Well, he did seem aware. I mean, I guess his mistake was probably playing that on stream, wasn't it? Probably should have just kept that one in the inbox, buddy.
What else is he going to say? You know what I mean? Yeah, also, this, I don't know what this counts for, but it's certainly another piece on the pile. So Israel, the word Israel is considered an invalid word when you're trying to make an account. User from Israel.
You know what?
It says it's offensive. But hold on.
Why is that? Why?
For you answer.
Yeah.
So Israel's offensive. I can see that, right? But why does then both Palestine and Hamas are acceptable? This guy's name is I Love Hamas 123. That works.
Okay. I mean, if you're gonna ban everything from that region, you can't just pick. Dude, this is too much. This is even more information that fucking really does communicate that I think that they might like. I think that Twitch actually is like legitimately anti-Semitic, dude. Like, holy fuck, this is wild.
I have to say,
I agree. It's a little whatever.
Disallowing Israel in the name is probably to prevent more anti-Semitism than it.
No, get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. No way. I don't believe that at all. I don't believe that has anything to do with fucking getting rid of anti-Semitism. Fuck out of here, Dan.
Is anti-Semitic in of itself.
Hamas.
So then why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they get rid of Hamas then if it's to prevent anti-Semitism? What is he talking about? Why wouldn't they get rid of Hamas then?
Be real.
Yeah, probably, maybe. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. It's
Get
just a little
the fuck out of here.
Like, I get it. It's another one for the pile or whatever, but that one, I don't know. Like, I'm sure there were plenty of people.
There's just no way. They would have banned the word Hamas then if they were trying to get rid of anti-Semitism.
People trying to make.
He's so full of shit.
You've played video games online. You know how it is.
No, dude, Dan, shut the fuck up, cuck.
Like, it's completely normalized to see like anti-Semitic names.
No, you don't. Shut this fuck. Get the fuck out of here. He has an ugly bald head. Get out of here. Stop it. You're full of shit. You're a liar.
It's not.
This is ridiculous.
It's not our strongest evidence. I mean,
what are you talking about? Yes, it is. Dan is a fucking penis.
Our other evidence is so strong, so powerful. We don't need I love Hamas 123 on our side.
I'm not gonna say that. It's fucking crazy.
Don't put that. Yeah. Well, apparently that's dope. In Hasan, by Hasan, and in his community, I love Hamas 123. It's just another member of his community. I'm being real. They posted a.
Dude, I have a good bald head. Okay.
Fucking a memorial to Yahya Sinwar, a literal fucking mass murdering terrorist.
A mouse murdering terrorist?
Psychotic fucking genocider. So I love Hamas 123 is kind of like should be maybe even his fucking, you know how people are called like Fooper Troopers and stuff? Maybe his fan base should be called I love Hamas 123. Sorry, I know a lot of you guys watching, but like listen to what I'm saying. This shit is not fucking normal, okay? And the least that we can do is ask for at least have him engage with the points I'm making in good faith and not allow him to obfuscate and just say like, he's crazy. He just called me anti-Semitic for 2 hours. He needs to talk to a Jewish person.
A good one of the good ones is what Hasan's saying. He should talk to one of the good Jews. That's what Hasan's saying.
On top of all of that, reminder that Dan Clancy, besides being, in my opinion, a fucking ravenous anti-Semite, there's no other explanation. Like, how is all this possible unless Dan is a ravenous, Nazi adjacent,
Nazi adjacent,
left-wing fascist Jew hater?
Left-wing.
True. Get him, Ethan.
Fascist Jew hater.
That's what I think he is.
Okay.
He's a radical left fascist Jew hater.
I'd be a little surprised to find out that he is that, but
he's a little lenient on anti-Semitism, of like 20 different.
It wouldn't hurt them to maybe take this a little bit more seriously. That's fair.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up, dude. See, he heard me say he has an ugly bald head. He put his fucking hat on. He knows what he could feel it. He could feel it through he could just feel it through the computer. He could feel it through time, space in the computer.
Well, and then to take it seriously at all, like right now, like I said, these creators are on stream laughing about what a joke it is, flaunting the lack of enforcement because they know that they're safe. And their rhetoric gets crazier and crazier and crazier because they're officially sanctioned by Twitch and they know Twitch isn't going to do anything. Look at this creep. Dude, this guy's a fucking pervert. Dan Clancy's showing off a new feature. Look what this fucking creep. Look at this.
What makes more clips?
That's very nice.
And now you have a clips feed.
1, 2.
Suppose you want to check out the stories to see what you missed yesterday.
So this is his personal.
Yes, this is his personal login. You can see he's logged in. Let's look at his stories.
And now you're in your stories feed.
Bro, not a single fucking post on his homepage or his stories that isn't young girls.
Maybe he should have redid the video.
And a lot of them on his platform that he's like somewhat their boss. What a fucking creep, dude.
That's also want to explore.
Yeah, let's just pretend like that was normal.
I saw a funny comment after the last conversation when then you said that maybe "sim" potentially is a slur or like a word they can't say on Twitch. Somebody said it's because it hit too home, too close to home for him because he's a
He
simp.
took it personally.
That's why they.
There's the dumbest like slur words that you get in trouble for: simp, cracker, and all this shit. But like the way that Zionist is used on Twitch, you can say anything you want about a Jewish person as long as you call him a Zionist instead of a Jew, and you can say anything. In fact, you can be a Houthi terrorist and say, I think all Zionists should be put on spikes from the asshole to the mouth, and that's fucking apparently okay.
Maybe
there's something wrong here. People.
He did get banned. He did get banned.
Well, he was unbanned.
After the fucking dude, Dan, shut up. This guy's a pussy.
Which is fucking nuts. And then banned again. Which, if we learned anything here today, it's that, at the most charitable, the people that run Twitch are the dumbest motherfuckers alive.
Yeah, at the most charitable. We can say that. I'm going to eat some of my fucking Asian pear. That shit is delicious. I love Asian pear.
Can we watch Dan Clancy pile drive that girl onto the floor?
Well, hold on.
I'll be able to sidestep that.
Hold on. If you think he's a creep, guess what? It happened again.
Again?
Yes! Again! He's doing a demonstration with this streamer.
No.
See clips? Swipe this way and now you're seeing clips.
Look at this shit.
No.
Bro, you are literally disgusting. You disgust me.
Smile.
See clips? Swipe this way and now you're seeing clips.
What even is that?
The clips are, and that's not necessarily the algorithm.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that's the algorithm, buddy. If that's the algorithm, that's also weird. Why would that be the first thing you serve people in your algorithm? What a disgusting creep this guy is.
I love the streamer's reaction.
Yeah, I mean,
he's killing me.
The first thing this motherfucker opens. One more time.
You want to see
Katamari's awesome. I love this game. He's playing in the back.
I was playing it recently.
One of the best.
I love it.
In terms of like casual games, that's got to be one of the best ever.
Yep.
So satisfying.
With you.
clips? Swipe this way and now you're seeing clips. The clips are, and that's
Let's get this man a new job. Let's get him working in Pornhub or somewhere else where he can indulge in his fantasies. He has an excuse to watch porn at least all day at work.
Research.
I didn't want to tee you up too much, but when I looked up his Wikipedia page this morning just out of curiosity, and I did notice that he used to work for NASA. You know
Jesus
that?
Christ, dude.
I didn't know that.
You know who else used to work for NASA?
Who?
A lot of Nazis.
Okay.
That's true.
Oh.
He's Operation Paperclip, dude.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Good point, Dan. And he's old too.
It's true.
That's a thing?
Yeah, after World War II, there was a scramble. They played Hungry Hippos, trying to grab Nazi scientists with the USSR who could get the most. Specifically rocket scientists, because they were the most advanced at it, and they went on to be a bunch of key people in the American space program.
Which kind of makes sense, honestly, but
well, Einstein
terrible.
Einstein was.
He was a
He
German.
didn't work for the Nazis.
No, I know,
was a
but
refugee.
he was German, right?
He was German as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Those
They had a lot of
German
good
scientists don't
back
fuck
then.
around.
Mhm. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I love that picture of Einstein in women's shoes. Like he does not give a fuck, dude.
With the slippers.
He's got his legs
He's wearing
crossed. He's got the
slippies?
women's slippers on. Hold on, it's such gangster shit. Einstein in women's shoes.
Thank you for $5 from Tim Berry. I have asthma. Hope you have a wonderful day, bro. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hopefully your asthma does better.
Wait till you see this. Shit. You can lose your mind. Look at this motherfucker. Look how casual this dude is.
Serving.
Yeah.
He's serving, dude.
He's for the girlies.
Yes.
Dude, this man was living 200 years in the future. This was from 1939.
That's crazy.
This guy is like unbelievably fucking influential. And
He's so U-coded.
E equals MC Slay, right?
Exactly.
Right. The E stands for Ethan because we're so lined up. So I'm with you, girl. I love Einstein. What a great guy. Okay, so where's the body slamming? Did you find that one?
Yes. And I have this is my conspiracy. I'm about to do a 2-hour fucking manifesto right now. Is that they are conspiring to eliminate this footage from the internet, because we looked all over the place this morning for it, and it only exists in one form, which is in GIF form. The video is not on TikTok. It's not on Reddit. It's not on YouTube. It's nowhere. I think he's DMCAing it to like suppress this.
Wow.
So
Which is weird because of all the clips we watched, this one is just an accident.
yeah, but also is hilarious.
Well, and maybe it's not an accident.
It's not.
Maybe he's a sex predator who likes hurting women.
Well, okay. That's a little far. Jesus Christ, Ethan. I mean, I think that that's probably a little too far. But he seems to be covering to make defense for anti-Semitism. But Jesus Christ, bro, what the fuck? Thank you for the $2 from PP. I'm jerking at my peanuts. Incredible. Thank you. Oh my God.
Do we know who this is that he pile drives?
Are you opening? Are you sending me?
Could you be Jewish?
It might be an
Is he
anti-Semitic
just
move.
fucking
Hold on.
pile driving Jewish people?
Find out.
Dan?
No, I'm serious. Find out if she's Jewish. This was a hate
Well,
crime.
again, it's like
there's a reason he's
it's like
trying to hide
nuked
this
off the
video.
internet.
There's a reason,
Oh
and it's
my
not
God.
because they had an accident. There's a deeper thing going on here. He's Dr. Disrespecting himself.
Here, I just it's so annoying because auto embeds in Discord, but I just you got it. You got it.
By the way, yeah, I got you. Dan Clancy is my new enemy number one. I'm prepared to be sued by him.
Oh no.
Until he
Don't need another
resigns or is
billionaire.
fired, Dan Clancy is fucking. He hurts women. See, that's not even defamatory.
Oh my God.
Wait, was that his idea? Okay, hold on. I thought they rehearsed that. That was his idea. She didn't ask.
Well,
him
we
to
don't
do
have the audio because the video is being suppressed.
Hold on.
Oh, we do have the audio. Never mind.
Was that pre-rehearsed or was that his idea? Guys, clip this, share it. They're trying to hide this video for a
They
reason.
don't want you to know. Wait, we should listen carefully to the beginning. What she's saying there.
Okay.
When she tees it up.
Let me go back.
Guys, I'm not a trained professional. Don't try this at home.
Oh, she said, I'm not a trained professional. Don't try this at home.
Okay, so yeah, this was like a setup thing. Yeah.
Okay.
I heard I'm from Bethlehem.
Did you hear that? You got your headphones on?
Yeah.
She's from Bethlehem?
When did these- Oops.
Also, just his whole vibe is so lecherous and
The
creepy.
vibes are
and
majorly
just
off.
creepy,
with Dan
weird,
Clancy.
fucking horrible vibes.
I just don't understand why this is always what Ethan goes to when he thinks somebody is being like, who always goes to like, oh, they're some kind of a predator every single time. He did it with that fucking Patrice Wilson guy who helped make the Friday song. Absolute banger, by the way. Am I right, guys?
Yeah.
Red flags on your body.
Right. Why are they trying to hide this clip? Like, it's not that bad. It's funny, but it's an accident,
It's
right?
weird, man. Because when it happened, I saw it all over Reddit or something, and yeah, 3 of us. We all tried to find it this morning, and it's just zapped off the internet.
Well, so now we're coming to part.
Angels threw her down and made sure she was not coming back.
Now we're coming to part 2, which is Rogan is basically.
Did you say we're coming to part 2?
That's correct, Dan.
Damn, that's a lot.
Oh my god. We're 2 hours and 10 minutes into the show.
Well, part 2 is actually pretty short.
Okay, it's a short part 2.
So like 40 minutes.
There's only 4 things.
Okay.
It's like the part 2 of the play Into the Woods, which frankly is probably longer than it needs to be. It's a little runtime's a bit long, but I think that you could say that about any play, you know.
Well, I'll let you cook. You do what you gotta do.
Oh no, there's 2 clips and 2 images.
So would you say that this maybe we've already passed part 2, one of the earlier
This is
sections
the
would be part
epilogue.
2, and this is yeah.
Epilogue.
I like the sound of that.
I gotta pee though, so
Son of a.
I'm about to take a pee-a-log.
All right.
Okay.
It's good.
Oh, I have it.
Did he pee already? They chat.
Toast.
A shot.
They chat without Ethan. We don't care about that. It's time for
Claw machine.
the next part.
Very lucky. Oh. Okay, now we're moving on to this last part here. So here's
Is there
another
a play
thing
I
that highlights
enjoy?
what
Any play that's only about an hour long, it would be fantastic. That sounds like a great play.
disingenuous fucking.
I mean, Wicked wasn't bad, but
losers.
Now they got a black woman playing with the Wicked girl. It's like, come on. No, I'm just kidding. But she really did have a meltdown over that silly little fan edit of the poster.
These people are. Frogan gets in trouble for saying one of the most heinous, ridiculous things I've ever seen, and immediately her and her cohorts start blaming me for it, saying, "Oh, it's my fault. Look what you did. Look at this shit." So she went in the midst of all this stuff, and she's trying to be an edgy fucking leftist. She learned it from Daddy.
Dude, you can't say this, Ethan. It just shows that you knew the whole fucking time.
And here it is.
I have no pity at all for any fucking soldiers.
Actually, you know what, Nate? Put up the disavow, because this shit is nuts.
True.
Did you know
we
vets are
disavow
a
those
protected
guys.
group?
Should be.
Really? Yeah, it's a protected group.
Like a minority?
Yeah. I swear to God.
Good.
Look, I looked in the Twitch TOS.
Oh, on Twitch.
No, I think they're a protected group.
In America?
Like, yeah, in America. Like, by default.
I mean, it should be a protected group. You shouldn't be able to discriminate against somebody for being a veteran, you know? God bless.
Here's a protected character.
I mean, it's not their fault that they would be weaponized and fucking, you know what I mean? Forced to do shit that they may not want to do.
Truly, it feels that way. I don't know if they're like...
Google that. I think I'm right. Race, ethnicity, color, caste, national origin, immigration status, religion, sex, gender identity, sexual orientation, disability, serious medical condition. She makes fun of them having PTSD, so she
Disability.
gets that one. And veteran status. So she breaks 2 rules right now. You guys will see.
Yes, veterans are considered a protected class in the United States, meaning employers cannot discriminate against them based on their veteran status due to laws like the Uniform Service Employment.
These
blah, blah,
people
blah,
are
blah, blah, blah.
protected.
True. Protect our veterans.
I did not know that.
I did not know that either.
I should get a disavow sound thing made. Maybe. I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
It's possible.
So she's breaking
I could just say it too.
2 of the criteria for hateful conduct, and she has not been disciplined at all for this. Has she really not been disciplined at all for this yet? That is fucking a massive, massive stain on Twitch's fucking record. It's just so. Here's the clip before I get too into it. Let me
Just
start.
thank you so much. I have no pity at all for any fucking soldiers. Distress, thank you so much.
Oh my goodness. Just looks so fucking weird.
I will never have any fucking pity for any fucking soldiers. The U.S. military? Who fucking who? I hope you get PTSD.
Genuinely, I'm not like a simp for the army by any means. I recoiled when I heard that. I was like, oh my God, that's fucking crazy to say.
Well, yeah, but you don't understand that her people, the Michiganites, were deeply hurt by the U.S. military, you know? So it's really not her fault, I think.
She's eating, silent, but she's about to talk.
You know?
Thanks, Ethan. I appreciate
She's
that.
better about not drinking the mic than you.
That was very quiet. By the way, yeah, Pure it is. This is where I saw it. Who owns this company, Pure Leaf? It's literally on the BDS list, and she's sitting here drinking it.
Oops.
Damn.
It's owned by Pepsi.
What isn't, right?
True.
Actually, Pepsi less so than Coke, right? Coke's the one that owns like fucking half of what we drink.
Even her chat is even like, yo, wishing PTSD on someone is wild. Shout out Sabrina Taylor. She got banned, unfortunately, a second later. I'm kidding. I don't know if she did. Same, zero pity. I don't know how you can forgive endorsing genocide.
I do the ones the ones I'm like whatever
Foodie beauty moment. Yeah, true.
about the U.S. soldiers are the ones that like acknowledge that.
Oh yeah, not compared to the PTSD every living person in Gaza. It's like, dude, listen, these people can't get passes for heinous behavior because of what's happening in Gaza. Like, this cannot be used as a shield. What's happening in Gaza is a terrible humanitarian crisis that we should all care about. But not everything bad happening needs to be compared to it and then used as a way to be like, oh, you can't talk about this. I see that all the time by Hasan and everybody. It's like, they're getting shit and they're like, who cares with what's happening in Gaza? And it's like, dude, you're going to have to take accountability. They're like Bibi. They're putting off accountability till the war ends. They're no better. That's a joke. They're not doing,
I don't know.
They're not doing genocide. But Bibi's he's putting off, he's being charged for corruption and it's being put off.
I see, in that sense. Yeah.
Just to clarify, in that sense.
Bibi's probably a little worse.
Yeah, definitely. Guess that was the joke.
It was wrong. They didn't know back then.
It's always women with bad eyebrows that are the meanest. You know what I mean? Isn't that true? Isn't that concerning?
Whatever. You're a good person in my book. Oh my God, Tom, thank you so much for the 10 gifted. The U.S. military that are like, yeah, like, you know, I did this back then, but now I know it's wrong. Like, I'm changed. Like, fuck imperialism. Fuck this. You don't deserve the PTSD. But like any other motherfucker, you're doing them. You're like, oh my God, I want my fucking Camaro. No student loans. Fuck you. I hope you get PTSD.
Such vile, fucking disgusting language. And here's the thing that's like, these people don't believe in anything. She's like a socialist who's all about like healthcare, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I hope you don't get healthcare." Was that part in here?
You know.
Well, I mean, why? But it doesn't make any sense. Again, this whole fucking Hasan crew will make these arguments of like, yeah, I know that there are like some really shitty people, like terrorists that want Jews to die, but they grew up in an area where they thought that was acceptable, so they're really not so bad because, you know, that area was oppressive in some capacity. Like, but a majority of people who go to the military are only going into the military because they need to get through school or want to have like a career path, right? And I think it's pretty well known that it seems like fucking America keeps people stupid just so that they'll go into the military and not have options. So, like, I don't really understand, but all of a sudden you can't empathize with people that want to go into the military. None of this makes any sense to me.
No, I did this back then, but now I know it's wrong. Like, I'm changed. Like, fuck imperialism. Fuck this. You don't deserve the PTSD. Short? But like any other motherfucker, you're doing them. You're like, oh my God, I want my fucking Camaro. No student loans. Fuck you.
Oh yeah, this one's.
I hope you get PTSD.
This one's cut short.
And I hope you get no health insurance when you get back to fucking America.
There you go. I cut it short. So not health insurance for everybody. People I don't like don't get health insurance. And by the way, even like let's just set the premise. Let's say that everybody joins the army is like a genocider. Like except for the ones that realize what they did is wrong. Well, what about the ones that don't realize at this moment that they were wrong, but maybe will realize in like 10 years?
Or maybe like the military is not, maybe the United States military isn't all wrong and only some of it is an issue. You know, like, you know, maybe it's not all wrong.
They get PTSD. Also, to just go after like 18-year-old kids with zero fucking prospects in life. Like, people don't join the army because it's a great prospect. Most people join the army because they have zero other options in life. It preys on poor young people to, you know, fill these roles, and just to go after these people is just antithetical to this whole socialist belief. Like, you're going after young people who are a victim, probably you could argue, of capitalism, and like to her it's like, no, PTSD for all you guys and no healthcare. It's fucking pathetic.
Because it's edgy for the sake of it, and these people aren't even funny, dude. They're not even like Papa Gut, who's very funny all the time, who makes jokes. They just say edgy shit to be hateful. Like that's their jokes to them are legitimately being hateful. Like every joke when it comes to like this Hasan crew, all their jokes are, haha, I'm being really hateful at a group. That's literally it. They're not actually having a little bit of fun. They're like legitimately hateful at a group. That's their whole entire thing. Always.
To her, it's like, no, PTSD for all you guys and no healthcare. It's fucking pathetic. It's pathetic. These people are so hateful. They're so mean-spirited. Zero accountability, man. Nothing's happened to her, really. And so this clip has gone mega viral, as you can imagine, on Twitter. It's being shared by all the like huge like cop guys and military guys. And you can imagine that she's getting a ton of hate from ultra-conservative fucking crazy people.
Yeah, they don't like when you disrespect the troops.
I say this. Twitch,
they don't take kindly to that.
I tell you what, they may not care about anti-Semitism, but Americans sure as hell care about their veterans. At least in theory.
True. Well, yeah, the American people do. Maybe not the government.
So far as they can.
Some of them do. I do. I love our military. Okay.
That's about it, yeah.
Yeah. But like, and then
they're all right. You know, I like the military, but people in the when they get out, they're usually kind of annoying because they're like, oh, like they're just rude. It's like, oh, you don't know the things I've seen. I know. Keep them to yourself. You know what I mean? Go talk to a therapist. Oh, you can't afford one? Whose fault is that? Oh, our military? Oh, I mean, our government? Well, you know, that's all. I'm just kidding.
Once again, the problem isn't even her. It's that Hasan, who's like the leader of this whole political movement on Twitch, runs defense on her, is an apologist for her, is constantly picking her. When I had problems with her, it was always, oh, Ethan needs to sit down because she's a woman with a HUD job, so you should just sit down and let her say anything you want about her. They're elevating this girl. This girl had a 45-minute panel at TwitchCon. Which, by the way, she used that time to fucking be anti-Semitic. She doubled down on it, by the way. And this is what I'm saying. Oh, yeah, and just one more time to disavow these people who are going after her. People are sending her hate and shit. I don't, like, I'm sure some come from our community just by a numbers thing. But, like, I think the vast majority of this coming from conservative circles. And I want to say that I don't that shit is not cool. That's terrible. I don't like the way that they're trying to weaponize this and to make it seem like Arabs are, like, some type of way or inferior or whatever the fuck Asmongold said. That is not where I'm coming from. And I don't like those people either. And I don't want them here. Okay? But so here's the part that pissed me off. A day passes. People are upset. Twitch does nothing. I mean, she literally broke 2 of their hateful conduct rules in one moment against veterans and people with mental illness. Not even a 1-day ban. And now she's back on her stream.
Any other motherfucker you're doing them
laughing.
Thank you for the $5 from Smurfson. Papa Gut, I'm mixing ketchup with mayo for my fries. I hope you're doing well. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. That's a decent combo. I'm not a big mayonnaise fan, though. You think I would be, but
about how people are upset by it because Dan Clancy, the Nazi, fucking anti-Semite, refuses to enforce their policy if the target's a Jew.
Yeah, AB is radio silent right now. Ethan's fracturing his own community. Isn't that crazy?
Or well, actually.
Oh shit! What did I just do? I hit the pause button. Wow.
More like refuses to punish left-wing pundits on his website.
AB is probably having like an identity crisis right now. But I love Hasan so much.
Oh my god, I want my fucking Camaro, no student loans. Fuck you.
Here she's watching it. She's loving it, but she's laughing and giggling.
And I hope you get no health insurance when you get back into fucking America.
Oh, okay. Well, that was unfortunate.
She had a day to think about this, a whole day, and she came back and laughed about it. This is not normal. This is what I'm saying. This is mainstream politics on Twitch, and you know that's true. Everybody walks to Hasan's tune, and if you don't, you're banned, or just I don't know. Yeah, why is there nobody else? And this is the mainstream politics. Like we have.
Well, I think a lot of other people are like, "Oh, this platform's kind of dog shit. Like, why bother being on here?" Twitch is also like a shitty platform. Just to be clear, it's a garbage platform. It's not good. Like, it's not a good platform for really streamers in general. So, like, I don't know why people even bother. To be honest with you.
To fucking get real. This is not normal shit. This is not okay. You can't look at the chat and be like, you go girl, you say what you need to be say, fuck the haters. Like, this is not fucking normal behavior. We cannot close our eyes and pretend this is not happening. And frankly, as a progressive, I think it's fucked up that we even get lumped in with these leftist socialists because it hurts our movement. That's why everyone says, oh, leftists are just communists, which is fucking ridiculous. But like, there are leftist communists, and like Hasan and all these people that associate with him, and they're all the most hateful, bigoted people. It's not even like the communism. It's like that for some reason they're all just so hateful and so bigoted. I'm telling you, man, it's not normal.
And they posted it in my head. I'm like, based?
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 By the way, and now she's complaining because people are shitting on her. Now she's upset. She's blaming me. I made her do this.
Yeah, well, it's because Frogan is not a real or serious content creator. She pretends to be. She wants to be popular, but every time she gets criticism, she blames everybody else for it because she's a fucking coward pussy. What it boils down to.
Like, am I supposed to be like I'm not walking back on it.
AB and Lena or Mujizal Frogan because they're also fucking dumb.
I still fucking agree with it. Based? Any other motherfucker?
The fact that she's not banned, every second that she's not banned is a complete. It's just a complete annihilation of Twitch. The hypocrisy, the brazen. I mean, how could this not go unpunished? How could not even a single thing happen?
Well, Ethan,
Tell me. Give me the good news. She better be permanently banned. I'm not even talking. I'm being dead serious. She should not.
Well, let's start here, right? Can't you were literally just demanding this happen.
After this and all the fucking
this is 30 minutes ago.
And she's been doing this the whole time, and it's only now after the tier list and the Israel block that the media is starting to pay attention that anything happened to her. She is a hateful bigot who should not be allowed on this website. And Hasan and all of his all the people that rotate around him, that they need to be taken also a page and know that they need to fucking stop with the extremism.
Oh, he's on the border of saying Hasan needs to be banned, but he's being a coward about it. But he's on the border of saying Hasan needs to also be banned.
Because listen, we shut down all the right-wing extremism. We deplatformed them. Hasan is doing left-wing extremism.
True.
And it's normalized on Twitch.
Say it, Ethan. Say Hasan deserves a ban.
That's happening. And I'm tired of tiptoeing around it.
Hasan deserves
denies rapes happened on October 7th, openly,
the
brazenly.
ban.
Platforms terrorists, openly, brazenly, without any challenge.
Say it, Ethan. Say it.
He supports Russia.
Do it.
And Chinese colonialism.
Do it.
Okay, he's pro-genocide in Tibet.
Do it
That's not even debatable.
now.
He
Order
said himself,
66.
the culture is inferior, and that China did him a favor by taking
so
them over.
stupid right now, but
That's
do
genocide.
Do it,
Pretty
Ethan.
sure
You
that's
fucking
genocide.
pussy.
You know,
Do
this
it.
is not normal shit.
Do
you should
it.
not feel comfortable to express these
Do
insane
it.
takes because this is extremism. We don't allow right-wing extremism.
Just start jorking,
But we
Ethan.
got to be real here, guys. We have to look in the mirror and look at our own side.
Start jorking it.
You know what I mean?
Say
Like,
it.
we have to look at our own side.
Do it.
It's easy to look at the right and be like, right-wing extremism, these people are all crazy, yada, yada. They don't believe in anything we believe in. And it's so easy to spot them and say, this is wrong. Oh, here she goes. This fucking.
Oh, my God.
That was actually, I sent the wrong link, but this is funny.
This is from today. Ethan can slander me about anything but the slander I will not take as him saying he beat me at a hummus off. Okay. Try to be funny.
I mean, I believe that she probably would beat Ethan in a hummus off because she looks like she smells like hummus and somehow has dick cheese even if she doesn't have a penis. It's actually fucking impressive.
Funny. You're a fucking anti-Semite.
Sorry, that was mean. That was mean. That wasn't anti-Muslim or anything. That's just anti-her.
I just got banned on Twitch. I'm not laughing.
I got to be careful, okay? Especially since I'm also Jewish, so I got to be extra careful, okay? Twitch might have a couple of connections on YouTube, okay?
I'm not trying to be your friend either.
Well, it was worth the shot.
You know, I'm not laughing this off, dummy. Enjoy your ban. Hopefully it's permanent. I don't have to ever think about you or see you again.
Oh, wait.
Is she back?
Okay,
Is I banned already?
No, yeah. They may be sweeping up everybody from that video, Ethan.
What does that mean?
Oh, shit.
Denims and the others.
What the hell do you think it means, Ethan?
Confirm.
Denims also should be fucking... At least she should be 2 weeks.
You're like death noting these people right now.
Bro, she literally...
Chill,
I mean,
dude.
she says in the video, Ethan was put there derogatorily.
And then she goes, where's the Zionist category? Like, that's the thing.
I mean,
you
they're
can
saying
use that
it.
word however you want. It's anti-Semitic.
They're literally saying
You
what
can
it
say
is.
anything you want as long as you call a Jew a Zionist. And that's just anti-Semitic.
All right,
she's doing it.
here we are. We have Denims. Has been banned.
Bye.
Why can't we talk about the
Zionist. Just say that, and that song's fucking a hit on Twitch.
Capri Sun Poppy has been banned.
Who?
Bye, bitch.
Capri Sun Poppy.
Okay.
All these guys running.
Meanwhile, Neon unbanned.
What is going on?
Can't win them all.
Oh, they unbanned Neon. Thank you for the 21 small gut from Cat. Just waiting to see Destiny X Ethan Clef soon. Yeah, right?
Can't win them all.
By the way, if Twitch is banning them, then remember, this happened at TwitchCon, in their platform, on their platform. For 45 minutes this happened.
That's what I don't understand. There's so many people involved, plus
Ban them,
people
ban yourself.
that worked the event and put this segment together. Like, there was not even one person to say, hey, maybe we shouldn't do this.
Ban yourself! You could have done all these people a favor and told them, no, we don't want this kind of extremism. This is too far for our platform. You could have helped everybody, but you're a coward. You're a fucking anti-Semite. There's something deeply wrong. There's a moral corruption inside that company that is so deeply wrong and cancerous.
I don't know, but what's his name? Neon's not as bad for the world as Hasan. Let's be real.
That it's fucking sick. It almost just needs to be completely totally all new employees. Like a total cleaning the slate for this place to be redeemable in any way. Yeah, this took place September 20th of this year. This just happened. Like a month ago. Oh, yeah, a month ago. So if we're banning them, Twitch, what are we doing about you? What is this? Just a constant unbanning, banning?
Damn.
Oh, yeah.
They're bowing to Ethan.
So let's see. Denims, who was on that stage, got banned. Frogan got banned. Capri Sun Poppy got banned. It's awesome. It's like, okay, who's next?
You gotta be careful with this power.
Incredible.
This isn't my power. Me?
Yeah, I said you're like the fucking Death Note. It's like as you're listing them off, and then the bans are coming in.
Well, they could. They could not.
Thank you for the $2 from the Unknown Freaks Teddy Fresh X Tactical Slur Lab.
Away from this. There's no shot we could get away with this.
The next stop really is the title of our video today.
Dan Clancy's next. That motherfucker. Yeah. Listen, at a company, shit rolls downstream. Everything happens because he fucking wants it to happen. That's how leadership works. The buck stops
True,
with him.
dude.
He's the leader. He's the one that says he thinks Hasan is his favorite creator. A left-wing extremist who's spreading terrorist propaganda on his platform is his favorite creator.
So true, bro. So true, King.
I've been wondering to what level.
Go off, King.
In our opinion, I've been wondering. If,
I saw it.
Go off, King.
I've been wondering, like, to what level does it go, and do people at Amazon know or don't know about this?
Twitch is like weirdly insulated from Amazon. I mean, I guess who knows really?
Who knows?
Oh, they're gonna know now, baby. When we're done, when we're all done with, they're gonna know now.
But it just seems like their decisions like aren't really.
Can we please not purity test AB? He's not in a good position. What does that even mean? First of all, who the fuck? What are you talking about? I'm so confused. What do you love AB? Also, Hasan is a fucking loser. If you like Hasan, you're a loser. Okay, that's why Ethan is a loser, but he's becoming less of a loser because Hasan's a bad person. Purity test my balls. Because they wouldn't go well, because I did shower today, actually. I forgot I showered. But you want to know what? I was showered quickly. I might have forgot to wash my balls. So, what do you want me to tell you?
Jiving with everything else that Amazon does.
And there's just too many things piling up. There's no... Like, Dan Clancy needs to fucking leave. They need new leadership. That's all there is to it. Slander you. Give me a break. Literally showing what you said.
AB can't go anywhere anyway, because you know what? Ethan probably pays them too well, so they're financially trapped with Ethan. So, looks like Ethan's the bad guy again for paying them well.
Have some accountability. We're all children. Can't have any accountability. Hasan can't watch a single point I made. He just needs to fucking call me crazy and say I'm hallucinating. Zero accountability. That's so
Who's sighing? Fuck you, dude. Somebody lead into this. Somebody over affirm Ethan for once when he goes into his fucking gooner state. Give me a fucking break.
Cowardly, man. At least watch.
Thank you for the $1 from Clay Ben Trace Jr. Thank you.
You know what I mean? Justify what you...
Oh, AB saved orphans from a burning building? Like, yeah, I want to make a joke, but I can't.
Did, bro. Explain it. How am I wrong? Don't say I'm crazy. How am I wrong? I'm being dead serious. It's just fucking pathetic. Yeah, I know. It sucks.
It does suck.
Thank you for the $5 from Taco Boys 2002. Hey, Papa, I was scrolling through TikTok and someone said that he's going to be a Nuremberg trial with other Zionists. Dude, I don't even know what that is. Okay? I don't even know what that is. Isn't that something that happened a long time ago?
And then, of course, by the way, once she starts getting shit on by all these fucking freaks on the right, who inevitably were called, who flocked to her like a siren's call when she went after vets. You know.
Oh, they're saying Ethan's going to be in the Nuremberg trials with other Zionists? That's fucking crazy. Right? Those were like the Nazi trials. That's crazy, dude. Oh my God. They said that Ethan was, or that fucking Hasan was. Ethan probably. If they said with other Zionists, it sounds like they said that about Ethan.
Fucking Sean the Black is a socialist Hasan orbiter who literally fucking wished Destiny to die. He literally said, "Now listen, you don't have to be a fan."
Damn, we're doing it.
But he literally said he should die.
I think especially in today's climate, I think everybody's becoming a fan of Destiny. You can't avoid this motherfucker on like clips. I keep seeing it on TikTok. And it's just funny every time I do, because it's just owning... It's always like the same, like, 4 debates. One of them is the most recent one he had with that fucking idiot, but it's funny.
On stream, and nothing happened to him.
Nebraska Ethan, exactly.
These people are constantly calling for violence. And now he goes, Ethan loves targeting harassment campaign. Oh, shut up, dude. Have some accountability. I'm defending myself. Maybe she should stop fucking talking about me. If you guys are so boogeymaned out by me.
Guys, I want to be a big content creator. What do I do? Oh, every time you get some kind of acknowledgement from a big content creator, you should complain about it and say, hey, guys, I want to have the privilege of being a small creator. Because that is one of the biggest...
Congratulations. This is your audience now.
That is one of the biggest like determining factors of like when you like finally evolve as a creator. Is like when you start getting more criticism and people like start to like hate on you a little bit more. You can't like shield yourself forever from it, especially if you're going to do some kind of like politics community, right? Like, which is what they do. So like you can't want to be a big creator and be the rising star fucking 10 years in a row, Frogan, and then get upset when you get like recognition from somebody. This is just what happens. It's part of the fucking field. Some people are going to be mean to you sometimes. It's just life, and sometimes you deserve it. Thank you for the $2 from Jack Esposito. Yo soy el golem de Albuquerque. I don't know what that is. A golem from Albuquerque, but I love you.
I wonder how your Muslim employees feel. This is my audience now. I really highly fucking dispute that. I do not accept that in any way. Like I said, it's a numbers game, okay? Some people obviously from our audience are going to be take it too far and be inappropriate and say horrible things. This is not my fan base. And them even trying to make it about our fan base is disingenuous, and it's a fucking lie, and they know exactly where this hate is coming from. Exactly where. Okay? Like, there's tweets on... I saw Twitter posts with this. Oh, here it is. 18 million views, and you think this is my fault? 18 million views.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is like the Asmongold community that's coming for her.
It's way beyond that now. This is like this is reached MAGA at 18
It's
million.
just reached like MAGA world.
It's Asmongold and everybody else out there who's a fucking hates Arabs. You know what I mean?
I don't think Asmongold hates Arabs, to be honest with you. I mean, I think he had like a genuine response to his like a little bit of his insensitive words. I'll say, get the fuck out of here with this stupid cringe
God,
shit.
What an insane statement to make. So it's like, you know what I mean? Just fuck off. You guys tired of tiptoeing around it. These people are. This is not normal. It's for extremists. And Dan Clancy, I don't see any other conclusion to draw other than that he co-signs everything they do. I mean, he said Hasan's his favorite streamer. And he's a fucking...
I mean, you said the same thing, Ethan, so let's just be real.
Creep. And he threatened all those people in that happy birthday video. Said if they don't come out and wish his son a happy birthday, that they're
his son? That's crazy. Okay, incredible. I low-key look... Thank you for telling us. That's crazy. I low-key look like Meek Mill. Thank you. And someone said bold guy. I heard bald guy thought of you. Thank you. I feel the same way. Thank you, Simon.
They're getting holidays docked off. Or something.
You could dock with me, Ethan.
It's a 30-day ban.
Whoa.
That's
way more than what they usually dish out.
For Frogan here.
That's good.
Hey,
yeah. Did she put it on her Instagram story or something?
Is she whining?
No, she literally just screenshotted it.
She knows that
this is on our
she
Reddit,
knows
so.
that if she won,
Poor
we're gonna
Frogan.
make fun of her.
I can't believe this is happening to her. Zero accountability. Zero. Watch. Take my word for it. Watch Hasan and all of his orbiters start talking about that it's not fair. She didn't do anything wrong, and just run. Or maybe they'll give her like the lightest rebuke just to kind of like pass. But nobody will criticize her. They can't. They won't. Hasan will not criticize Frogan. He will never. You know, even we were friends, and this girl straight up was celebrating October 7th. I know she likes to deny it, but she fucking was. Hasan's taking her side. Like at a certain point, you got to look in the mirror and say like, if you can't look at your own side and say, hey, what we're doing right now isn't right or this is wrong, then you turning into the extremist that you fucking hate. Straight up MAGA for the left.
Here's her
True.
actual response.
30-day ban for saying.
Damn, he called him Leftwing Maga. That's fucking crazy. Holy moly! I gotta write that down, guys. Write that down.
But like bottom of the barrel hummus. Exactly. Here she
I'm writing
is.
it down.
Once again, zero accountability, whining like a fucking baby.
I will say that's why
she's ignoring the fact that she told vets to get PTSD. By the way, she's just saying, "Oh, this is for."
Well, the fact that it came as a wave with the other people in that video means it's probably for the video, not for the veteran thing, right?
Well, the veteran thing is fucking arguably. I mean, I don't think it's worse, but like certainly pisses off a lot more people.
Was there a chance that she got the longest ban because of the veteran thing?
I would imagine she probably got along.
Maybe it's because she's a stinky poopy head.
We have to see if the other ones. The second half of what she saes here, though, but other people get 2 weeks for advocating for genocide. Palestinians got it. Yeah, I mean, ban has been gold for a longer period of time.
Yeah,
too.
ban
That's
him.
fucked up.
He should also be permanently banned.
They have no consistency.
I don't think he needs a permanent ban. Stop overcorrecting, Ethan. Get the fuck out of here, all right?
That's part of Twitch's problem.
Yeah,
At least
right.
be consistent, whatever it is that you choose to do.
Yeah.
Well, that's always been their problem. It's just complete incompetency, and that all comes from the top. This man is a disorganized fucking mess. He should not be running this company. He should be fucking. That dude should be in Thailand with like a fucking. You know what I mean? Just move to Thailand and take a 15-year-old wife.
What the fuck is wrong with Ethan? Jesus Christ. He's going so far with it. Like, Dan Clancy seems to fucking co-sign anti-Semitism. I agree with that, but why are you fucking acting like this guy wants to molest kids? Oh my god. Why is it not playing?
Right, Dan?
What? No, I genuinely didn't hear what you just said. I was reading
Say no.
something.
I said he should just. I said he needs to leave Twitch and fucking move to Thailand, take a 15-year-old wife, and enjoy the sex tourism in Southeast Asia.
Oh, Clancy? Jesus.
Yeah, that's what. Dude, I've seen when I was in Thailand, I saw people that looked like him in every fucking minute of the day.
That's true.
Dude,
my
hold on.
God.
This is the Elon pedo guy accusation all over again. You gotta be careful.
I didn't say he's a pedophile. I said he should. I think he would like that lifestyle. I'm not saying, dude, Elon was literally like, I know for a fact this guy's a pedophile, and I can prove it. I don't think, listen, I don't know if he's a pedophile. I just know that I saw people that look just like him in Thailand, like
I
all
can
over the
vouch
place.
for that.
I mean,
And it's so disturbing. If you go through
disturbing.
like, it's just hordes of single white dudes that look like him, and it's fucking weird as hell.
Unfortunately,
So weird.
Disturbing.
I feel like you're
pathetic.
probably really right about that.
It's crazy how much he looks like Richard Branson.
So close.
Yeah, I see the resemblance. Also, he's sitting like a gamer chair. Shut up, bitch. You're not one of us.
Need $5 from Miss Mortician 1986. Unironically, these are pro-Palestinian streamers have done more damage to the Palestinian cause than anything Israel could do. That's true. I mean, every time you see something like this going out there, it makes Palestinians look bad. Bros crashing out. That's true, bro.
Gamers,
Not a fucking epic gamer
gamers
like
did not
me.
ban Clancy.
A fucking epic gamer.
It's shocking that a company like this big and influential can be so incompetently, absolutely, insanely, horribly run. Like, where's Amazon? Don't they give a fuck at all about what's happening?
That's what I was trying to get at earlier. It seems like they just kind of let Twitch do its own thing over there.
That's got to stop. 'Cause clearly, this is like when you let Mr. Beast do his own. It's Amazon again. They did the same thing. They let say,
like
okay,
a
Mr. Beast can have
swamp
full
walk.
control of this like 1,000 people death death competition reality show. And then what happens? Fucking treachery.
I, for one, am really shocked that the biggest company in the world would act irresponsibly.
Well, they're not protecting their own interests. Like, I see what you're saying, that like obviously they do lots of unethical stuff, almost as a matter of business.
Right.
But like it's like a brazen lack of supporting their own interests.
Right.
It's just stupid.
Yeah. Well, it only is a problem once people kick up enough of a fuss about it, like anything. And you're kicking up quite a fuss right now, so I'm not.
Whoa, Dan, I don't like your tone, bitch.
Not surprised that they're starting to turn it around. I mean, like today they banned Sneeko, they banned Frogan and her buddies or whatever.
I don't know if I'm making credit for Sneeko ban, considering they unbanned him a day ago for no reason.
Right. I have no idea.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you, bitch.
Huh?
Myron goes, Ethan's in favor of going after sponsors. Why don't you just debate me in the free market of ideas? I said, bitch, I tried debating you on Holocaust now, and you got real quiet.
Yeah, that's true. He did do that.
Yeah.
Well, Myron needs the what is it called? The awareness. He needs something going on there because he's fucking spiraling.
Even answer my question, so why the fuck should I worry about debating you?
Pussy bitch.
And honestly, at a certain point, there's like no more recourse. Like you have tried to go through every reasonable avenue to get to Twitch, and when they don't fucking listen, what recourse do you have? And when they sit in front of a board with your sponsors, Capcom, Samsung, and Chevron, who should absolutely know about what kind of content Twitch is putting in front of their logo.
The Chevron
should be outraged. I know Samsung is like mega brand safe. I don't know anything about Capcom.
Capcom is an odd one in that mix because Samsung is like a megacorp.
Yeah.
And so is Chevron, and then the people who make Street Fighter.
Yeah. Capcom's a big company. You'd be surprised. They make a lot.
I think they're big.
They got
big,
their fingers
for
in a lot
sure.
of pies.
But yeah, do they have any strategic interests in Ecuador for any particular reason?
You might not know that, but you might be surprised to learn that they're actually deep in the rare earths minerals. They have mines all over
It's
Africa.
just their token sponsor for. Oh yeah, by the way, Twitch is a site for video games.
Yeah, I didn't forgot. I do love the idea of Twitch of Chevron being outraged by anything. She said what?
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Well,
I'm
there's
taking a lot more damage because I have this on.
Yeah, listen, we're supposed to care about racism, right?
Yeah.
So that's everything.
That's it. Should we just let that be the show?
Yeah, I also
Feels
want
weird
to
to
say,
talk about anything
I
else.
want to say that I was talking shit on
already a wrap
on moisturizer, but I did it last night, and my hair be feeling luxurious.
Talking about conditioner?
Yes. Do you use conditioner, Dan?
Sometimes my beard. I know you were trying to take a swipe at me, but my beard sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
Why is Dan so upset? I don't use conditioner, but I have a dry scalp. I'll say that.
I mean, it's good because beard hair gets really very coarse.
Yeah.
Wait,
probably needs it more.
Were you never using conditioner? You were just using shampoo?
Yeah, just shampoo.
That's kind of crazy.
For probably like 2 decades.
That's fucking insane.
Yeah.
Huh.
My hair was pretty fucked up, I have to say, but it feels already so rejuvenated.
Dude, it's so healthy for you. It's good.
I'm in. So you don't moisturize every day, or you do? Because it feels like kind of heavy, like lots of oils.
I shouldn't do this. I do wash my hair every day and condition it because
shouldn't.
I know it gets greasy. Like I get it like on the top of my head. But yeah, I shampoo and condition every day.
Good for you.
I wash my hair once a week.
Once a week?
That's the thing.
That's
the thing.
I think you're only supposed to wash it sometimes so you can maintain your essential oils, right? I think that's the thing you're supposed to do.
Shit.
Yeah.
All girls do that. They don't tell you though. They need to tell us up front. Oh yeah, I only shower once a week.
Well, I shower. I don't wash my
Well,
hair every time.
I learned that in college. I didn't know girls didn't wash their hair. I grew up.
I wish my wife would only shower once a week. I would love that. I love the smell. Do it. Sorry, that's inappropriate. It's only like a mood thing. I'm just kidding. Like I couldn't always be into that kind of shit. It's a mood thing, you know what I mean? It's an unpredictable mood. It depends on like the goblin inside of me for the day. So I can't really say that that's true.
Wash my hair every day. What?
Is that like better?
It's better, yes.
Because their hair looks better if they don't wash it
Yeah.
every day.
The natural
The natural oil, it looks better, yeah.
I'm telling you, ask Allie how often she washes her hair. You'll be surprised.
No, I guess now that you're saying it, I guess that makes sense.
Plus, it's a lot of work, like to get it to dry nicely.
Right.
Yeah, you put in a lot of effort there.
What would I know about that?
I have to blow dry my hair after
You
every
do?
time I shower. Yeah.
And you do it every day?
It's not good for. I have like a heat protectant spray I use.
Yeah.
And,
Bro, that's a lot of work.
to look this good, I know.
Jesus, this poor guy, he's sitting at home. He's clean.
All right, hold on a second. Is there anything else? It seems like this is pretty much it. All right, listen, we're going to watch Hasan's reaction to them getting banned, and then we'll watch Ethan's final Ethan Klein video. Let's do it!
A subreddit that I saw for 1 second, and I was like, nah, this is not for me. Not interested in any of this. That's the difference, I guess, between me and...
Me, when I come across the Futa Reddit, subreddit, and go, nah, this is not for me. And then I save it for later because I was actually in front of my wife.
Ethan.
What an introduction.
Are you going to get banned from Twitch? Love the streams? No.
He should.
Frogan banned?
But he knows he's not going to get banned because he gives back shots to Dan Clancy.
Frogan, Denims, and Capri
I can't believe all these people were banned for anti-Semitism.
all banned. Well, everyone on that panel copped the 30-day ban. Yeah. I think Twitch is responding to a lot of the outside pressure in the same exact way that they responded to it when they banned me of
the justifiable outside pressure.
When they banned me.
We're saying he said the term cracker with a hard R, guys. And by the way, good. Fuck you. You deserve to get banned. Okay? You deserve it.
Even Vio got banned and she didn't even do anything but wear an egg costume? Wait, what?
Because it's racist, okay?
Twitch has suspended all the members of TwitchCon rating streamers panel for 30 days for hateful conduct according to sources familiar with the matter. Fuck. Yeah. I think you should seriously consider setting up a stream for YouTube for the election. It does matter. He's literally weaponizing his insane audience. We need to fight back, bro. Bro, if you heard some of the things he said about you today, it's messed up.
We need to fight back, baby. Dude, I'm down for the fight. I don't give a fuck. I'm literally fucking gooning and munting right now. I don't give a shit.
I'm making it up. Yeah, guys, there is no winning in this battle, okay? There is no winning in this battle. There's nothing you and I or this community or anyone can do. Nothing at all. This is precisely the reason why
you will be destroyed, Hasan. Do it. You will be destroyed. It's my slur.
Just eat it every day, okay? For the past 12 months, this has been endless, okay? When they can't get anything off of me and my statements, then
when they can't get anything off of me, they just go after other people. It's all just a targeted harassment campaign against my best friends. They're really good people. Shut the fuck up.
Turn around and, you know, pick apart different statements from the chat. There's two things I can do. Okay, there's two things
we're here, guys. We're here. We're queer. Get used to it. We're coming.
I can do
hard.
in this situation.
Well, we're coming hard, and we're gonna come ropes. We're fucking shooting ropes, dude. Thank you $5 from Maximiso. Am I saying that right? Imagine a tier list of people from Germanic to halal guys, and wondering why people are upset. Yeah, well, it'll be like German to like fucking challah bread or something. No, that's also Jewish. I don't know. German to fucking... I don't even know other foods. All I know is the Chinese buffet, dude. German to sushi. Got it. We figured it out. I got there.
Focus on the direct targeted attacks against me and everyone else, or I can...
I'm a victim!
Shift my
Everybody's attacking me!
These people who are constantly crying and vying for attention and trying to deplatform me and successfully getting to deplatform others in the process as I continue to conduct myself the way that I do. There is no way out of it. Yeah, Chatters thinks this is a PR battle or we can debate ourselves out of this. No, you have to ignore it. Exactly. You cannot PR your way
He has to ignore it because he can't win.
out of this. You cannot debate your way out of this. When there are... A lot of you are very white, I think.
Son, you're white as fuck, dude.
And for that reason...
A lot of you are very white.
I don't think you understand that when you represent a certain background, okay, a lot...
Oh my God, Hasan, you're white. Stop pretending that you're not white. You're white. Nobody thinks of you as anything other than a white guy. You're pretending otherwise. Enough is enough.
Of the additional shit.
Enough is enough.
Common memes.
I'm not white, so I have to be careful about how I talk. Stop. You're white. You're white, dude. You're white. Fucking Jesus. Thank you for $2, brother. From Kate Bug F4. I love God of War. Me too, man. Me too.
The stereotypes of said background will stick to you regardless of whether it is true or not. Okay? There is nothing I can do. There is nothing I can do. All I can do is just take it. Just like Capri Sun Poppy and Frogan and everyone else that's getting banned in this mass ban wave, that all they can do is take it. And it is like gross and unhinged and completely untrue. And I don't know what to say. How about prove your point? What do you mean?
Got him.
My point.
Yeah, prove your point, pussy. Pussy boy.
In what regard? There is virtually nothing I can do. I just have to.
You made a short of us on flipping races?
To continue being careful.
What does that mean?
And I urge everyone to also put their best foot forward and maintain being careful. Okay? You have to keep your head down and keep speaking the truth.
All right, put your head down. What is this? This is him constantly switching races? This one right here? How do I get this in here? What the fuck is this? Why isn't it opening up the actual thing?
I mean, I'm white. Like, you and I are both white. Do you get offended? No, you already admitted that you don't get offended. Boner Chelly's community came after me for the cracker stuff, posted on LSF, posted through Keemstar. The exact same avenues of pressure that Ethan is currently utilizing against both Twitch and a bunch of Arab content creators, myself included.
You're white, bro. Okay. Hold on. Turkey is not an Arabic country, so he's not Arabic at all. What What the fuck is he talking about? He's white as fucking shit, dude. I know Italian's darker than this guy. And they say the N-word. That's probably not appropriate for them to do, but what am I supposed to do to stop it? They're gonna all be, they're old anyway.
Truth. Okay? That's it. It sucks, but it is the truth. You have to always meet the expectations.
Guys, we must rise above the hatred. Be better than them.
Of the broader society. This is something that I take extra care and consideration over. It is what it is. It sucks. It's true. It's true that it's completely unacceptable. But if your goal is to speak,
but if you want to have a positive impact on the world, the reality here is that Hasan doesn't know how to have conversations or debate, and he would get absolutely railed because he is wrong in every aspect of a situation. And so the second that he tried to change, like to do something and like fought back and tried to make a perspective, he would look like a fucking blabbering idiot, and he can't risk it.
Truth to power. And if your goal is to continue having a platform to be able to voice these concerns, no matter how much people attack you,
he's so mature,
guys. How much
he's so mature. What a mature white guy.
Lie about
what
you.
A mature white guy.
Lie about me all the time. People use clips completely out of context. They have dedicated whole chunks of their entire lives to doing this. There is nothing you can do about it. Can you really say that the situation is unacceptable? If your ultimate message is we have to accept it, there's nothing I can do, man.
Come on, bro.
That's it. There's nothing I can do. Like, it sucks. But let me tell you something that's different from the situation. When Boner Chelly's community came after me for the stuff, posted on LSF, posted through Keemstar, the exact same avenues of pressure that Ethan is currently utilizing against both Twitch and a bunch of Arab content creators, myself included. Not an Arab, but, you know.
Okay. Yeah, okay. You know he fucking considers himself one. That was a fucking slip of the tongue. And he's like, well, I'm actually not an Arab. Okay, I'm an Arab content. Well, I'm actually not Arab, but you know what I mean. I don't, Hasan.
When that pressure campaign happened on LSF and whatnot, it was laughed at by broader society. It was such a laughable thing that led to a ban still, by the way, but it was such a laughable circumstance that Nabisco, a brand, sent me a pass because that's how silly it was that Twitch responded to that form of pressure. This is different, okay? This is different. You have to understand why this is different, okay? That's why I'm saying that there's not much you can do in this circumstance. There is nothing you can do in this circumstance. You just have to keep your head down and eat this shit. That's it. That's how the real world works. Especially, like, people saying, like, oh, can't you take legal action? Like, no, dude, you can't. Do you think they will go after you even if you didn't do anything wrong? They have been. What are you talking about? Are you new here?
But Hasan exclusively does things wrong now. So
it hasn't stopped. Twitch itself obviously recognizes now that it was a silly thing that they did back then. So much so that I had a Twitch-produced show at TwitchCon where the first joke out of the gate was me using that. And no matter what happens to me, no matter what happens to others around us, ultimately, I will still maintain my moral conviction.
He's such a fucking martyr, dude. Holy fuck. He's such a martyr. Thank you for $5 from that one guy. When are you doing your Balkan tier list? I'm sure you wouldn't be divisive at all. I don't even know what a Balkan is, dude. Okay? Oh, I do have a couple of them, though. But
everything else people try to hyper-focus on is just to derail the conversation away from that.
Decimated.
It's honestly a mechanism of control. These online communities need to feel like they're morally in the right so they get wins by bringing down people blatantly contradicting it so they don't have to face it themselves. I think
these faces are kind of cringe. I'm just going to be real with you. It's kind of annoying. Because, like, they sit here and they fucking, everything is just completely waft you out.
A lot of people there that don't actually even have any sort of personal interest in the matter. And they're just simply brigading for the fun of it. If we're talking about Destiny, he doesn't give a shit. He doesn't care about any of this stuff. I didn't even know what the H3 snark was for the longest goddamn time. And as soon as I saw the subreddit, I was like, this is unhinged, okay? Because I'm a normal person. And it's kind of weird that Ethan turned around and is basically using the H3 snark subreddit, which is Destiny's subreddit, against me. Much more active, much more robust, network of Orbiter content creators, many of which who despise Ethan, Destiny included. But now that it's like actually a good opportunity for him to draw a wedge.
Yes, everything's a conspiracy. It's always the same tired old shit. Like, everything's a conspiracy against Hasan.
You know? He just went back and is like posting Keemstar and all these drama losers that Ethan normally shits on. And not a single step of that direction has he ever thought, man, I'm really making some weird choices here, making some weird allegiances. I'm saying the Destiny's are.
Who's making allegiances, dude? What are you talking about? I don't know. This has to be like the end of Hasan, right? Like, we have to understand that Hasan is a fucking joke. I'm definitely not.
But it is like H3 snark, but for me.
H3 starts full of Hasan fans? Absolutely it is. I mean, like, well, if it's not filled with Hasan fans, it's because they feel comfortable enough doing it inside of Hasan's fucking chat. So they don't need to go to a subreddit. They could just go to Hasan's actual subreddit. That would be the only reason
I saw for 1 second, and I was like, nah, this is not for me. Not interested in any of this. That's the difference, I guess, between me and Ethan. Snark is not insane though. No, dude. Anyone that is that invested in a content creator is unhealthy. That's my point. It's not. It's not healthy at all. I'm telling you. That's what I tell, and for the record, that's what I tell Destiny fans that come in here all the time too. It is not healthy to hyper focus on one content creator like myself. You become a shell of what.
No one. I mean, I'm not hyper focused. Hasan is so fucking boring. We haven't talked about him in a while. I didn't even want to talk about this Ethan shit. Like what is it? Yesterday that I started talking about this because it's so fucking boring. But this is actually entertaining. Like I'm actually like entertained. Like this is like it's usually when we do like. It's just like so fucking boring. We talk about Hasan like he is a piece of shit. He is a scumfuck loser. He's an extraordinarily bad, worthless person. He just hates the West and America, and he's just a loser. He's a piece of dog shit, and it's always the same fucking thing, and it's boring as fucking hell to me. So I usually don't engage with it, but then like this time with Ethan is fucking is boring the shit out of me too. But with this stuff going on, I don't know, man. I've been kind of like, oh shit, there's like something real going on here. There's some real anti-Semitism here. So, you know, but obsessed, like, Hasan is boring. I mean, at least to me. Maybe there's other people who, you know, they'll talk about Hasan a lot more and it'll be a little more popular. But I've been so fucking bored of this guy, honestly.
You once were. When you engage in that process, maybe it feels good. You have, like, a shared sense of purpose, like a community, okay? Let them do that shit while you bashing on people that are against your enemy. Because I care about every single person. Because I'm consistent. Even if someone is like bashing against someone who is relentlessly shitting on me, I promise you it is not healthy to be that lasered in on every single thing that a person is doing, that dialed in. I wish that people would be more healthy and stop doing this kind of thing.
Dude, this is just so cringe because this is like this. He's pretending to have moral high ground here, but he's such a dumb piece of shit.
Against me, against everybody else. I don't think it'll go away. I don't think it'll stop. But, you know, you don't want to be like Destiny's community, man. You don't. It's a sad state of affairs. Like, I'm going to tell you right now. There's a finite amount.
That might be true. I don't really know. I mean, I enjoy Destiny. I'm not part of his community, but you're also still cringe. So
amount of time you have.
What if you're all cringe? Who knows?
On this planet, when you are staring down the barrel of your demise, are you going to look back at these moments that you spent on random subreddits? Do you think that that will be productive? Do you think it is productive? Bro, you spend 24/7 on the internet in front of your screen alone in your house. Great retort. I do that.
It is actually a pretty good retort, just to be clear.
And I find a tremendous amount of emotional fulfillment out of what I do. Because if I can change one mind on any particular issue, then
Hasan's about to change my mind because I'm going to put a fucking shotgun in my mouth. This is ridiculous. Shut the fuck up. I'm not going to actually do that. I don't know how the terms of service works. I'm not actually going to do that. But you get the fuck out of here. Oh my Christ. This is fucking ridiculous. It's, yeah, he didn't even watch the video and he has this much defense. It's fucking crazy.
And that's it. I've done my job. If I can change one person, and there are thousands of you in here right now who have had their minds changed on any given matter. It doesn't have to be on everything, but on something, one thing. Then I think that everything that I'm doing is worth it. And for the record, I'm not saying don't disagree with Ethan. If you have disagreements with him, you have disagreements with him. I'm just saying it is not healthy to constantly have him occupy your mind like this, nonstop. That's all I'm saying. Ban Hasan next. Ban Hasan next. I do want to mention another thing, but okay, you banned me. Will your life improve? No, it won't. You will feel a brief moment of satisfaction, and that's it. All of the same troubles that you have yesterday will exist tomorrow.
What the hell is he talking about?
You banned me, sure. Does the truth change? It does not. You banned me.
I don't understand what's happening with this whole thing. Is he getting worried about getting banned? Like, I don't understand. I don't quite get what's happening right now.
My conviction doesn't change. I'm just one guy. You are seeking meaning. You are looking for a community that you can be a part of. And the community that you have found is breaking your brain. That's it.
Wow. Incredible words to yourself, Hasan. Let's go on to the Ethan one.
Hello once again, my friends. An emergency Ethan Klein video is in order.
Yes, thank you. Order me.
Talking a lot about my former
well, more of like a brother, I guess. He's a little too old. I don't even know or young. How old am I? How old is he? I don't know.
Host Hasan.
Guys, just in case I get banned, here's my martyr speech on the way out.
And leveling some pretty serious criticism against him. I knew that he wasn't going to
strike me down. I can't do the flies. I can't do it. I mean, what's my using a Samsung Q2U?
Take it well, and wasn't going to respond to any of the points made. And basically,
he's basically cringe and stinky.
Not that I've been right about that. There's one clip though that I just saw on our subreddit that's especially kind of nefarious. This is the type of character assassination and propaganda that I think.
Hey, I'll take a propaganda at that Hasan ban. Get that motherfucker out of here. Am I right, guys?
Is really important to call out the minute it happens to get ahead of it. This is also what would be especially good for fans of Hasan's who's been listening to the podcast to help drive home some of the points that I've been making.
Oh shit!
So here it is.
This
Let's just
shouted
go ahead
in
and
my
jump
ear.
right in.
Did you see this? I mean, yeah, I didn't.
But there's no. What's crazy is there's nobody on the entire platform to call him out. Nobody. They've all been banned. They've all been banned.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah. Destiny should be unbanned so he can call me out. Is a crazy take.
I said there's no dissenting voices, and he said Destiny should be unbanned. Is a crazy take.
I mean, that's what I first thought of as well. I assumed that he was referring to Destiny, to be honest with you. Maybe that's just me. Oh, shit. Did anybody else? I mean, I kind of feel that's what that was a reference to. Is that not what Ethan was referring? I feel like that was what Ethan was referring to.
At what point did I say that? He's drilling.
I mean, there's two things here. You know, either Ethan might have been talking about somebody else for sure. I mean, that's possible. Maybe I'm just a Destiny brain one here. Or Hasan is just has Destiny on his brain all the time.
Into his audience brain already, trying to draw this association between Destiny, knowing that his fan base hates Destiny as a way to poison the well against me.
He's sweating his band. Good. Sweat it.
There has been no. I've mentioned Destiny on my channel over the last 10 years, maybe once.
Oh, you did reference him a little bit in that video, so.
I don't recognize Ethan.
Well, Hasan's afraid of Destiny because he will lose to Destiny in every way.
Any longer, I'll be honest. Like who would call me out? Like right-wing shitheads? Like, what do you mean?
Well, I'm not a right-wing shithead. I'm a liberal, progressive, who basically had some criticism for some of the stuff you've been doing, but mostly agrees with everything you believe in. Not everybody that disagrees with you is a right-wing shithead. And that's part of the issue that we're having here.
I'd say most people who disagree with Hasan are fucking left-wing people because he's crazy.
This is, once again, he's trying to put me in the bucket with right-wing shitheads.
Not only that, but I do get fucking yelled at all the time. Who do you want? Like some fucking weirdo Nazi? Like, who?
Once again, implying that I want Nazis on the platform. Literally all I said is that there's no dissenting voices on Twitch, and he's building a fantasy world in which I'm a right-wing shithead that wants Nazis on the platform to criticize him.
Yeah, well, everything is Nazi this, Nazi that. When you criticize Hasan, you're a Nazi in some capacity. That's the same boring game.
There's only one guy I think he means, and that's Destiny.
Probably.
Which is crazy.
It is honestly pretty severe the way that he draws everything back to Destiny. I don't know him. I've never...
Honestly, I do think Ethan was referring to Destiny when he was talking, but at the same time, I am like 100%. I am 100% on board with this behavior of pretending that he wasn't talking about Destiny, specifically because the undertone really is that, hey, you're being crazy for thinking that I was talking about Destiny. And the reason why I think that's a good thing is because this motherfucker called him crazy. That's exactly what he did. He called him fucking crazy for having his opinion. So if Hasan's going to call Ethan crazy, then call him crazy back. Fuck it.
Talked about him on the channel. I don't know what's going on with this Destiny thing. The only explanation I
Is he playing like fucking Bejeweled or is it me? What's the sound?
Have is that he thinks that it's just an easy way for him to make me look bad to his community.
He wasn't, dude. Who else would he be talking about though? That's the thing. I feel like it was.
Nobody. There is not a single dissenting voice with his fucking straight up radical, anti-American, anti-Semitic fucking...
Bro, I can't believe this man went from dunking on Steven Crowder to saying Steven Crowder ass shit. He's anti-American, radical...
What?
Anti-American?
Now, instead of actually addressing a single point, he stops it before he gets there. He conjures the image of Steven Crowder, who's got nothing to do with this conversation. And he says, how did you go from dunking on Steven Crowder to being Steven Crowder?
Yeah, you remember when you were so base dunking on Steven Crowder, Ethan? Okay. Why don't you go talk to Sam Cedar? He might be good for you.
Once again, this is a crazy amount of well poisoning, and it's so disingenuous.
Dude,
and it's so bad faith. I hope it's clear to everybody just how bad faith this is right now, and how desperately he's trying not to respond to any of the actual criticism that I've made. Criticizing Hasan does not make you Steven Crowder, as much as he wants it to.
I mean, Hasan is just a left-wing Steven Crowder. He has it in him to do the same shit Steven Crowder did. I guarantee you. So,
like, what's next, dude? Should I leave the country? Should I go back to my own country, dude?
Once again, putting hate.
Bro, you are literally American. You are white. Okay, you get the fuck out of here. I don't care if you were born in Turkey. You are the most. You pretend. You cosplay. Okay, the fuck out of here. No fucking way. God damn it! I didn't get it in time.
Heinous words in my mouth, implying that I want him to leave the country because now that I disagreed with him, I'm a heinous right-wing Nazi. Didn't say that. Don't want that. Don't believe it. But he's trying to build this image of me in his audience mind to turn them against me. and to not listen to any of the legitimate criticism that I've leveled against him.
The fuck is this? This is the reason why I don't want to watch a single fucking clip of Ethan, because I feel like I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind, okay? Not because I'm like escaping accountability. Like, come on, dude. Come the fuck on. You think I haven't heard these fucking talking points a million times over?
If Hasan could at least just respond to the point, instead of saying, I'm Steven Crowder, I'm a right-wing Nazi, I want to kick him out of the country, just talk about what I'm saying. Can we try that?
Over. I know the fucking subreddit that you basically scraped these fucking bottom of the barrel talking points from. I know. I hear it all the time from his pathetic fucking fans that come in here and hit me with it every single fucking day. The real reason why I don't want to fucking watch these videos is because I don't want to like lean into the fucking mania that he is expressing every single damn day.
I genuinely have no idea what he's talking about.
The mania.
He's once again trying to.
Maybe he's talking about the Animaniacs. Thank you for the $2 from Max. What are you, Maxis? Okay, Hasan was born in New Jersey. And his family moved. Yeah, I know. He came here so he can get dual citizenship. He was born in New Jersey. He went back. And then he came right back to America, and then he got a free ride because he's rich and all that other stuff. Yeah,
I mean, Destiny, but I really don't even know. I don't know what's happening here.
But he is the most American person. Like, I guarantee you, he grew up in like an upper middle class. He did grow up in like an upper middle class area. His dad was fucking rich. All right, and like he grew up in an area that's probably extraordinarily Americanized, and he's the most American fucking American ever. Okay, his whole identity is to hate America, but he literally loves this country. And he needs America to exist because he can't make content unless America exists. Because he needs America to exist. That's it.
All I know is he's not responding to
it's like the Batman and Joker over here. All right.
Points I made.
Because I think it's utterly irrelevant in the grander point that Israel is committing a fucking genocide, that Israel is an apartheid state. And I think it's like very selfish to have a conversation about my radical...
Guys, you can't have a conversation about the things that I say. Because let's be real. There's bad things going on in the world. And as long as I'm saying that I'm fighting for those things, then that means you can't criticize me. So, guys, yeah,
anti-American views over and over again.
This is a logical fallacy.
He said he was in a marabou in Turkey. I don't know what that is, but it's probably some kind of weeboo. It's probably just as cringe over there as it is as you know what I mean.
You see Hasan leaning on pretty frequently.
Oh, are you fucking kidding me?
And what he's saying is because there's a genocide happening in Gaza, he shouldn't be accountable to talk about anything else because this terrible thing is happening. But again, I'm not talking about Gaza. I'm talking about Hasan, and he's done this.
Jesus.
He's doing this smoke and mirrors where he's sidestepping my criticism and putting it like I'm trying to take away attention from Gaza. The truth is that we're smart, thinking, feeling beings, and we can hold two thoughts in our head at once. We can chew bubblegum and walk, and frankly, we all know that. And so, this is a really cheap way of essentially avoiding accountability or avoid talking about anything he wants. It's very disingenuous.
Except plenty of people do, okay? Steven Crowder, Ben Shapiro, Tucker Carlson, Fox News.
Oh, shit.
Once again, I've talked about this quite a lot, and he's isolated one part of me saying that I think he's doing anti-American propaganda. And what he immediately does is he takes that and he associates me immediately and directly with who did he say? Ben Shapiro, Tucker Carlson, Steven Crowder. I mean, these are all people that I despise who have openly criticized, who I think are just a blight on this country. And once again, because I disagree with him on some issues, now I'm basically Tucker Carlson. I mean, can you believe that leap in logic?
Oh, he said that in the interview where he claimed to invent switch politics. That's funny.
Now, your favorite, Destiny, a person who has literally told me to go back to my own country. Okay.
Didn't you call him like a fucking racial slur for Cuban?
A person who has fantasized about executing me.
That's terrible. I've never said that. I didn't talk about Destiny. Why are you talking about Destiny when I've articulated
He's got Destiny branded
points that are very easy to digest and respond to? But he's going on about how Destiny told him to get out of the country and Destiny fantasized about murdering him. And I'm saying, well, that's all terrible. But what's that got to do with me? He's poisoning the minds of his audience, trying to, once again, associate me somehow intertwined with Destiny, even though I've mentioned him maybe once in 10.
He's a slur. Destiny's a... Oh, hold on. Make sure we're operating at a good capacity. Destiny is a slur in Hasan's community. That's not me calling Destiny that's not a cheeky way of me saying Destiny is some kind of racial slur. You know what I mean? But in his community, Destiny is a slur. That's his whole thing.
10 years. I have never talked about this man.
A person who has...
Actually, the only time I've talked about him is in the context that I used to watch him play StarCraft 2. Like, it's not even...
Loser!
Political.
All right,
it's just
guys?
like, oh yeah, I used to watch him play StarCraft 2. Like 15 years ago.
Okay, a person who has fantasized about...
More like StarCraft poo, am I right, guys?
Executing me.
StarCraft 1 supremacy.
Numerous times over, a person who has had prominent Nazi figures on his broadcast talk about killing me. prominent Nazi figures who hate you too. Now you like Destiny? Really?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm assuming he's talking about Nick Fuentes. He embarrasses Nick Fuentes to the point where Nick Fuentes is afraid of Destiny. So
I have not said anything about Destiny, but okay.
Fucking Sam Hyde doesn't like you either, dog.
I didn't say anything about Sam Hyde either. Once again, I don't know what's happening.
That's so crazy. That's the craziest.
Oh, is that what he's talking about? I think Destiny had a conversation with Sam Hyde like 2 years ago.
Like, how do you not recognize that these people who fucking call for your death and have said horrifying shit about you over and over again, now you are aligned with? Now you're reposting fucking Keemstar and shit.
That is a terribly bad faith recounting. What happened in that case is that Frogan and her friends were trying to blame the harassment she was getting on me, even though it was quite obviously from people responding to her telling vets that they deserve to get PTSD. What I was doing, clearly in my stories, was I was showing tweets from all these conservative sources showing that the harassment she's getting is from them. I in no way endorsed it at all. I showed a picture of like Donut Operator tweeting about it, some cops account tweeting about it, Drama Alert tweeted about it, and a few others that had massive presence on Twitter and were talking about Frogan.
Well, it's because Twitter is just a big right-wing platform, so
to say that I'm now reposting Drama Alert, implying that I'm co-signing or supporting him, is so bad faith that it could only imply that he knows exactly what he's doing, that it's actually that bad faith. That he's just essentially lying and doing a character assassination.
What a silly, sad, pathetic state of affairs, dude. Jesus Christ. It makes me so fucking sad.
Okay, well, apparently he's disappointed and he's sad about a bunch of things that have nothing to do with me. So going back, you can see there's layers and layers and layers of...
like an ogre. And onions.
Character assassination, propaganda, logical fallacies, and not one response to any of the points that I've actually made. And it seems obvious to me that he's trying to poison his audience against me by misrepresenting my beliefs and just straight up lying about things.
I don't think Hasan could actually defend the perspective. I think that's what it comes down to. Because if Hasan could defend the perspective, then he would. But he just doesn't know how to. So either you just think we are acknowledged he's just a fucking moron that couldn't defend it, or he's lying on purpose, or both. And that's what it is. Hasan knows he's lying. He knows he's full of shit. It's a constant disinformation campaign out of Hasan. He shouldn't be trusted. And that's it. And he's not going to engage with Ethan because Ethan will make him look bad, especially since somehow Ethan fucking destroyed Hasan in multiple debates so far. This is the funniest part about it. Despite the fact that Ethan had Hasan into his Leftovers podcast because Hasan was supposedly the more politically intelligent person.
Things that I said and things that I believe. Now, this just came out. I just saw this on the subreddit. But things like this I like to get ahead of as quickly as possible because I do not want him to be allowed to set this tempo as if this is the official narrative. I must fight this at every point. And once again, if you're a Hasan fan, challenge him to do better than this. This is dishonest. And more than that, I'd like for him to just respond to one of the points I made, just directly. Anyway, that's my video for the evening. Have a great one.
All right, incredible stuff, man. That should be the end.